Hey everybody, welcome to another SARUSHOW, the one day of the week where we pick a random retro game topic. We ask you guys a question, you guys answer it, we talk about it. It's a fun time. How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone's Saturday? Today, we're going to be talking about which Capcom game or IP do you want to see revived? And then I'll go ahead and show a bunch of Capcom games that are in my collection in the show and tell part, and then we'll go ahead and do some giveaways as well. And get underway. How is everyone doing tonight? How are you guys all? How is everyone? Let's see who is in the chat today. We've got Sweet Like Sugar, Ando Gamer, JT, Gordostein, Eris, Matthew is here. Miguel says, here from Artemio Urbina. Very cool. Welcome. Bienvenido, Miguel. Gracias por venir. Very, very cool. Let's see here. Cabbage is here. He says, Destiny of an Emperor. Wow. Cabbage, how you doing? I feel like it's been forever.
JT
we were just talking. JT is here. Welcome. Beto is here. What's up, Beto? ¿Cómo estás? GT Beakerman, Jeff Allison, Randrick. Saru always with the fresh haircut, right? It's like, actually, I need to get a cut again, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I just remembered it. Masaka Monsters, welcome. Welcome, Yorgo SS Toronto in the house. Very cool. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for stopping in tonight. Every Saturday, we do a weekly question. We pose the question to you guys. You guys answer it every single week, and we read the answers here. We don't have next week's question because next week on Saturday is the day we go back to Mexico. So we're going to just kind of skip that Saturday and push it to next Saturday. When I think of the question, I'll throw it in the Discord. I'll put it in the YouTube community tab, so make sure that you're subscribed. You guys can check on the YouTube community tab what that week's question is going to be. So next week, no show. Next week, Mexico. And then we're going to do the next show from Mexico. Next week is an OnlyFans stream only, says Sweet Like Sugar. Howdy, Monkey and Panda says Socket. Howdy, welcome in.
Matthew says Star will be reading the answers in Spanish, especially Merox's.
Yes, I'll be reading Merox's answer in Spanish tonight. So yeah, and for those of you who don't know, I do have a Spanish channel now. Tengo un canal, para los que no saben, tengo un canal en español que se llama SaruPro TV. Entonces si hacen una búsqueda por SaruPro TV, pueden suscribirse al nuevo canal. Tengo ya 2 videos y un short. Pronto voy a poner más videos. El primer video que hice hablando de PC Engine y una introducción de quién soy yo. But yeah, basically, Roach. There it is. Thank you, Matthew Roach, for linking that channel. That is the channel. I am 4 subscribers away from 100, and then I can actually officially change the URL to SaruPro TV. Just like how this one is just youtube.com/Sarumaru. That one will be blah, blah, blah. Yes, many shakes. Beto, ¿cómo estás?
And Sweet Like Sugar says that Mexico's been shooting a lot of earthquakes lately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was another one.
Yep.
Beto, how was the next the earthquake after that? I heard there was another 6 point something. I wonder if it's gonna there's gonna be an earthquake when we're there. It seems like there were 2 like back to back. It would be cool. I'd like to experience it. It would be cool. I mean, like, it might not be cool. I think Jesse might freak out. When are you moving to Mexico? I know, right? We're going
to convention.
Yeah, we're going to so there's a convention happening, by the way, you guys. In Mexico, they are doing their first annual Retro Game Fest, which is something that's being put on by really famous YouTubers in Mexico called Barcade VG. They're doing their own like convention. I sent them an email asking them if I can show Yuki off and stuff. What the capacity of that is going to be, I'm not sure yet, but we will definitely be there. So I'm not sure in what capacity we'll be there, but we will be there. We will be there 100%, but it's called Retro Game Fest, and it happens October 8th. I shot them an email letting them know who I was. We were going back because we're taking copies of Yuki to Fan Center. We reached out, or actually, no, stores. We went to one store and left them a copy, and then other stores reached out to us saying, hey, do you guys want to bring a copy of your game? We'll promote it. So we're going to bring back copies of FX and Yuki for the Dreamcast, and some of the stores there are going to promote it. FX and Yuki Spanish Edition, yes, the Steam one will have Spanish on it. I don't know about any of the older ones. I think it'd be too much trouble to put those into Spanish and re-release them. I guess it depends if there's a demand for it, then maybe we could make it happen, like for the Genesis carts, but they're going to be too expensive anyway. And as it is, we're only doing a very limited number of the Genesis carts that we did previously, so we'll see how that goes. Gasp in Spanish. I can see that gif in my head right now. When are you moving to Mexico? I don't know. I don't know that I would. Well, I don't know. Mexico's cool, but I don't know. That would be a big step. That would be a big jump. Because I don't know how I would get like all my stuff there and stuff if I did. But I don't know. FSC no Yuki Spanish edition might be a thing. Not as hot as Vegas. No, that's for sure. That's for sure. It's funny too because like I guess like they get like to like 80 something degrees, right, Fahrenheit, and people are like, oh my god, it's so hot, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so fresh. I remember it was like, I don't remember, like 80 degrees one day, and some people were saying how hot it was in Mexico, and we were like, fresh. More Smex Mini. We're not taking the Smex Mini this time around. We're gonna take. Jesse is taking his Switch. I'm gonna take my PS TV, so we'll be able to do streams. I haven't decided what else I'm gonna take yet. Maybe the At Games Hockey Puck. That has a lot of arcade games and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to test and see how that works with streaming and stuff. If we take that, otherwise we'll have to think of something else. Maybe we can take the Mister. I don't know. The Mister seems kind of flimsy though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it feels like it could break. I don't know. We'll see. We might just take the. Oh yeah, I found my AverMedia, my portable one, and we're gonna bring that with us. So definitely bringing the AverMedia. Not using the one we bought there, even though it did serve its purpose. It does have a bit of lag, so playing games was hard. I felt like playing games was extra hard. My birthday falls on next Saturday. Next SaruShow, I'll be 35. There's no SaruShow next week. It's going to be the next one after that.
JT says, are you guys planning to go to Japan after Mexico?
Yes. Japan is happening after Mexico. We wanted to go... I don't know. If we could afford it, even though I don't think it's possible, but if we could afford it, we might want to go this year, but I don't know. We might not have the funds to do it this year, so... We were thinking about going in March, because I think in March we'll be able to have the funds to do it.
If not, maybe November. If we get
the ticket money for November, we'll go in November. But if we miss November, then we'll go in March. But if we can get the ticket money by November, maybe. But the problem is I don't know if I'll have enough time to make the funds, because usually we do whatnots, right? Like we were doing whatnots to make that money, but we're going to come back from Mexico and only have like maybe a couple weeks to make that money. So I don't know. It might be hard. It might be hard.
JT says, I'm thinking of going to Japan in March, Saru.
Nice. Yeah, so that's when we're thinking of going, but we really, really would like to go in November if possible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what funds look like. Because we didn't know that Japan was actually going to like open up. So I feel like what the hell happened to the music? Oh, okay, just finished so abruptly. I feel like it was very sudden. I didn't think it was going to, because I personally did not think Japan was going to open up, and apparently it did. So gotta pimp that OnlyFans, make the cheddar. I know. I was telling someone tonight that I was gonna go online and play Fortnite and FAP for money.
Only pandas.
Only pandas.
Matthew says, yes, episode Yuki on the Smex Mini. And he said capture equipment?
Yeah, we already talked about it. Bored at home. How delayed is this stream for you, Beto? I feel like I asked that like 10 minutes ago. Wow, that's interesting. Japan is open for business. Yeah, apparently Japan is going to be... It's not yet, but apparently that's going to be the case by the end of October. So we'll see. Hopefully, if we can manage to wrangle the funds for November. Oh, I would love to go. And then we could do a game hunt. That would be the next game hunt. Next game hunt would be in Japan. So if you're a member of the Saru crew, any tier that gets a box then we'll do a game hunt in Japan. The reason why, any tier that gets a box, or if you're in any of the other tiers, any of the other print club tiers, you'll just have to pay for shipping and be limited to the amount of money. Matthew Reps, thank you for resubscribing. Holy cow, 25 months. Isn't it crazy? It doesn't feel like that long.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Thank you so much, Matthew, for the 25 months. It means, wait, does that say 25 months? 29.
25.
Wait.
25.
No, but it says 29 months.
Yeah.
No, is it really? Has it really been that many months? What? Where does time go? That seems crazy. Yay, Mexico travel. Yeah, Mexico is for sure. We've already bought everything for Mexico. Mexico's already in the bag. Japan is not though. But I want Japan to be in the bag. I really do. And we didn't do any whatnots. Like this whole month, we didn't do any whatnot streams. No. But honestly, if we had done any money that we would have gotten, we probably would have just spent it in Mexico anyway. So it's probably a good thing that we didn't. And the stuff that we have, because we have a bunch of collector's editions, limited run collector's editions that we want to do on Whatnot. And we have a whole slew of amiibos. We're going to sell all the amiibos to try to get Japan money. But hopefully we can make it in time. the joke, giving the butt. Are you guys staying at the same area in Mexico? Yes. Well, which area? Because we stayed in. We started off in Polanco, in Mexico, and then we went from Polanco to what is that area? Like La Condesa, El Hipódromo, whatever. That area. So there will be an FX Unit Yuki versus Capcom eventually. That would be cool. Yeah, so we're staying in, I think it's La Condesa. Beto, what was the name of the area we were in? Is it El Hipódromo? I think it's El Hipódromo.
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 What was the other one we were back before that one, remember? The one by the angel.
Oh, that was, I don't know. I forget what that area is called.
Guatemaltec.
Hello, Matt. Oh, what's up in Borderland? Guatemoc. Yeah, we were in Guatemoc. And Bubble Lines, welcome in. He says, we're gonna die someday, so I'm just chilling about it. Yeah, something's going to kill us eventually. You gotta live your life. You gotta live your life before you get hit by that inevitable bus. Alright, so, let's go. Can you bring me,
yes.
Pepsi and
soda?
Yeah, some...
And snacks.
And snacks in the form of pills. How you doing, Borderline? Welcome in. I'm happy that you are awake for this show. Hit by bust. Bustin'. Bust right in the face. What are we talking about here, you guys? Huh? Do we have chippies? Did you bring chippies up here? I think we did, right? I want popcorn. Popcorn. Yes, please. Death by bust. Alright, so before, or actually, I'm sorry. After the... Yay, popcorn! I got popcorn. I'm happy. I've got popcorn. I'm going to go through like a bunch of like Capcom games that I have as well in the video game show and tell portion of tonight's show. I've got... Oh, yeah! Before we do that, before we get into the weekly question, I wanted to show this off for Sweet Like Sugar. Sweet Like Sugar always asks about this thing, and I always forget to show it off because I don't remember anything. But this here is the Ys 1 and 2 Eternal Story for PlayStation 2. This one comes with these little like figures here, and inside there's an actual diorama. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what that looks like. This box is super old. It's a little worse for the wear because
he's very nice. Says Matthew Roach. Says Sweet Sugar.
It's
plus
like
the Capcom.
20 years old.
It's just being hit by a laser active. It's beautiful as a socket.
Alright. Here's the actual diorama part. And the game is not in there because the game is on my shelf somewhere.
PS2?
PS2, yeah. I guess it's not there. But this did come with the game. This is the special edition that came with the game. And so then it's got like a diorama. In the diorama, For those of you that know East, you can see there, it's got, like here is Minea right there. That's Minea Village. And right here, before Minea, if you're only familiar with like Master System and like TurboGrafx East, the game starts here, right, in Minea Town. But if you're familiar with the later iterations of East 1 and 2, they show you the port of Barbados. So right here, this is the whole port of Barbados. And you do see that in this PS2 game. You start off here. This is where, in this little perch right here, is where Adol washes up onto shore, where he's found. And then there's this whole trail, the back of the castle, or not the back of the castle, but the back of the wall to Minea Town. And you have to go around here to the front. There's supposed to be a bridge there, but I guess they didn't paint it in. And then there's the trail. This big empty spot right here, or these empty spots are for the characters. You can plop them in there. The characters are Adol, Fina, Leia, and Lilia. Leia they call Lair because in Japanese you also write Rhea and Rhea the same way. So I think that was a mistranslation in Eastbook 1 and 2 where they called her Lair, but her name is Leia. And the big spot right here, I don't know if you guys can see that area right there. That is, wait, where's Zeptic Village? I think that is Zeptic Village. Or Zepic Village. Zepic is where you leave Lilia. Not Lilia. Fina, you leave her. She's on the ground because that's how you find her. When you first find Fina, you find her on the ground. And she's imprisoned in Solomon Shrine, which is in this mountainy area. You have to go up that mountainy area, and there's the entrance to the shrine. This big pit right here, this is where Ys used to be. And Ys was lifted up into the sky by the 6 priests to protect it. That is Ys right there. So when you pull out the diorama, actually, let's do that. We'll play with it. It'll be the only the second time ever that I've pulled this out. So here's the actual diorama, right? You can probably see it a lot more clearly now. And then you can put your characters here. We will place... I don't know why there's like a spot in this foresty area where you don't do shit in, but whatever. I guess it's because it's the only empty spot. So we'll put Adol there. Adol is there right in between Zepic Village and Minea Town. Oh, Transfer with the $40! There we go for our our charm goal. Very cool. Thank you so much, Transfer. That also means that we're going to do a charm giveaway. That was for the rest of this charm right here. Thank you so much. This is the Chun-Li charm that we're doing. We do a bunch of these acrylic charms. And it is funded. So very cool. That will probably not be done until we come back from Mexico. But thank you so much, Transfer. We're going to be giving away a charm as well. Thanks to Transfer. All right, here we go. And I'm going to put Fina in the other spot. So we got Fina right there on the ground. And we got Adol. And then finally... Oh, no, wait. I forgot. There's this little mountain here. This is where Darm Tower goes. So let's actually put Darm Tower in first. All right, so here is Darm Tower. And... how do you put this in? There's only one way it goes in. There we go. Alright, so now we have Darm Tower, which is... I don't know how many stories. I forget. Was it 30? I think it's 31 stories. And then this little area right here that hangs out, this is called Rados's Annex. And this is where Lair is being held. Lair eventually gets captured. But Lair gets captured on purpose. Do I have Lair? Here's Lair.
On purpose?
On purpose. This is Lair, or Leia. Leia gets captured on purpose. Or Rhea. I think Rhea is what her name is. Rhea gets captured on purpose so that Adol can come find her. and she gets thrown in this little part of the tower in Radox's anus. All right, and then here is the land of Ys.
Here it is.
I think it's crazy that they actually like put detail inside of the pit, because if you had it like this, you would never see it, right? But here's the top of the shrine. What is this? Is it Solomon's shrine? At the very top. And I'm trying to think where the belfry is at, or where it would be in relation to this small thing. But yeah, this is how it looks like in game. Like Adolf gets shot up into the sky. And this is Ys right here. And at the end of the game, you see the Ys gets put back in its place at the ending. And then Ys is back with the rest of the land. But yeah, and then there's Lilia, of course. Lilia finds you up in the sky. She finds Adolf passed out, drunk. Drunk. But yeah, let me show you really quick.
Super cool, Setsura Sugar.
Yeah, dude, this set is awesome. It is awesome.
Matthew says that Epic Yuki diorama.
How cool would that be?
That would be cool.
That would be cool. I don't know how that would work, because most of the places that happen in FX Yuki are game environments. Alright, and then there's this book that I came with. Here's the game, by the way. Here's the actual game. Digicube did kind of a shitty job with this port. The port kind of sucks, but it's not even matters. There's like way better versions of this. But here's what it looks like. And this Digicube port is actually based on Ys 1 and 2. I don't need to show you that. This is turned into an Ys stream, but there's what it looks like. There's a special what was this DVD thing? Game sound. Yeah, there's a soundtrack in here. Game soundtrack. But I don't know why Taito's name is on this soundtrack. Taito Corporation? Huh. I don't know. Because Taito did other ports of Ys. It might be time for another Ys SARUSHOW, huh? I think it's been a while. But yeah, look at this book that I come with. This is for... Oh, this is for Ys 3. That's why. This doesn't belong in here. This doesn't belong in here. That's why. The only thing that belongs in here is this. But I put this in there because I didn't have a space for it. But that makes sense. Taito made Ys 3 Wanderers of Ys. That's why that's there. So that doesn't belong there though. So that's my bad. My bad. It's been a while. I haven't opened this in like 22 years.
Belongs in here.
Yeah. But see, I've got this collection. That belongs in here, but there's no room for it in here once you put like all of the Ys games, right? The non-Taito ones. But 3 of them are Taito, 1 is Konami, and 1 is Digicube. But this is the Ys PS2 box, the Wanderers of Ys box. And I guess we'll get to the... Where's the box? But there you go, Sweet Like Sugar. Yes, Ys, please. Yeah, I think we'll do another... We haven't done one since we changed to SaruShow, actually, have we? Or did we? Have we? Do you guys remember? We did one when it was VGST. We had one.
Did you get the diorama set in Japan, Saru? Says JT.
No, I bought this. Oh my god, I don't remember, actually. I think I bought it off somebody. I want to say I bought it off someone. But for the life of me, I don't remember. Play Asia? It might have been Play Asia. I don't remember. And this one I know for sure, that box set with all the Ys games, I got that from a friend. But I don't remember where I got the diorama box. Possibly the same friend? I don't remember. Friends? Checking eBay at the moment for this collector's. Yeah, I think that one is obtainable because I showed it off here and I think Joel was like, oh, I'm a Super Ys fan, and he went and he bought it. So I think it's it might not be crazy.
So I found one on Zen Market, which is why I was asking. So that's what trigger.
Oh, did you? Nice. How much is it on Zen Market? I know the most expensive one out of those PS2 ones is East 5, the Kefin, the City of Sand. I think that one's the most expensive one. Don't buy from eBay. Prices are stupid. Yeah, I would imagine that prices are crazy on eBay. All right, so back to the Capcom stuff. Last week we asked you guys. What are you doing?
Discord.
Last week we asked you guys which Capcom. Sorry, give me 1 second, you guys.
There's a reason why.
Which Capcom game do you want to see?
Our favorite person is back.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, he's done. Ah, Mackenzie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Mackenzie, thank you so much for 14 months in a row. He says hello from work. I wonder if he can hear us. I'm not sure if he can hear us. Yeah, but if I buy on Zen Market, I will end up creating another box. I know that's the tough part about buying that stuff, right? Like when you buy from like those places, it's like you feel, because you kind of feel like you have to get more for that. Capcom nom. What's up, Jeffo? Welcome in. All right, so last week we asked you guys which Capcom game IP do you want to see revived. Number one didn't leave a name, but this person said Gunsmoke. Ooh. I think it would be cool to see an upgrade of this game in an old 2D style. I have great memories of playing this one with the Max NES controller. My thumbs were so sore after a nail biter bout with this Capcom classic. Still enjoy it to this day, but you better have a comfortable turbo controller. My suggestion would be Famicom Turbo Hori controller. The Famicom Turbo Hori controller. Very cool. Who was this? Whose answer was this?
I don't know. Someone from
I'm
Japan.
curious. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder who this was now. Very cool. Well, if you're here, let us know. For anyone else, when you do the weekly question, make sure you throw your name in there. Just so that we know who you are. Yes, I would like popcorn. And I have a popcorn. A popcorn. I miss a lot of stuff from Capcom. Everyone now wants Street Fighter and Mega Man. And mostly Street Fighter. I feel like more Street Fighter and Resident Evil. Because even Mega Man kind of gets ignored, right? We did get 11. But...
Father, I'm so scared.
What? I'm so glad. We're listening to the Final Fight soundtrack. Let's do Mega Man. Mega Man! No, let's do Mega Man 8. I love you, brother. Oh, wait. Did she say brother or father? I think father. She's talking to Hager.
It's both.
It's both? I love you, brother, father. You're the best brother, father there is.
That's disgusting.
Oh, I forgot we had Cheez-Its. You got excited.
Okay.
Has Jesse played Mega Man 11? He has. He beat it.
I beat it.
He beat it before I did. Because he started playing it, and then he just played it till the end. But, yeah.
I should play that game.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's good. I love you, Lava. Hey, Lava. I'm a hot, sexy plaything with a passion for sweet... Here?
Uh-huh.
There we go. There we are. All of the things. All of the things. Man, thank you so much for everyone doing the memberships. I appreciate it. Yes, Metal Heroes music is the best. It's so good. Metal Heroes is probably my favorite Mega Man outside of Mega Man 3. I think Mega Man 3 is my favorite of the old Mega Mans. And then I want to say, yes, please. And then I want to say Metal Heroes. And then 9 and 10, whatever.
I'll start a Mega Man marathon from Mega Man 1 to Mega Man 11 is needed.
Like in a row? That might be hard. That might be hard. Maybe we can do that on Twitch one day, though. We'll see. I'm not a big fan of Capcom anymore. They only make... What is this? Ew, there's like a hair in this one. You see that? Ew! Did Jesse beat Dread? He did. Brian says he's playing Mega Man 10 now. I'm Borderline!
You got $20. Thank you, I'm Borderline.
Thank you, I'm Borderline. I assume that is for Charm.
Yeah.
For Chun-Li Charm.
Metroid Dread was so much fun.
Very cool. Thank you, I'm Borderlines.
I took my time on it because I've never understood those people who are like, I gotta beat it in 2 hours. Like, I wanna, like...
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, this game was too short because they, like, blasted, like, right through it. They didn't, like, explore. Alright. Number 2. Capcom has so much great old games. They do. Alright, which Capcom game do you want to see revived? Cybergirl 007 says Mega Man Legends. Oh my gosh, Mega Man Legends. You guys know, right? Like the whole like thing with Mega Man Legends 3 and... Oh man. Yeah, that would be super amazing if Capcom somehow went back to revisit the Mega Man Legends series and put out Mega Man Legends 3. But we all know where that went and how that happened. And what's his name was going to be making new spiritual successor to Mega Man Legends. Do you guys remember? It was supposed to be called like Red something, or what was it called? Somebody's got to know. But ooh, excuse me, that was that was a lot of pressure. And then that never happened, probably because Mighty Number 9 was Red Ash. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It was Red something. What happened to that? What happened to Red Ash? I don't think Red Ash is happening anymore. And I'm guessing that it's not happening anymore because of the freaking, the train wreck that was, whatchamacallit? Mighty Number 9. I don't know, my brain just stopped. Mighty Number 9. Alright, so... Let's see. Oh, we just got a donation. Thank you so much from Frank Franco for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Let's... Would love new Mighty Final Fight for NES. With cute chibi characters. That's not available on anything, is it? Is it available digitally? Because I think Mighty Final Fight only came out on the NES and on a Game Boy collection. There was a Game Boy collection with it. What was that Game Boy collection called? I don't remember. Let me lower this just a bit. There we go. Because I'm like screaming. Jesse's dancing. He's happy. He has Cheez-Its. He's got Cheez-Its. Would love a new Mighty Final Fight. Yeah, Mighty Final Fight would be cool. It was so good. Capcom Mini Mix. Yes. I think that's what it was called. It was for Game Boy Advance, right? It was a Game Boy Advance game for it. Mighty Number 9 never existed, and I'm sticking to that statement, says Matthew. Mackenzie says, no talking about Mighty Number 9 here. I remember how disappointed I was first playing on the PS4 and was having high hopes after Mega Man Legends 3 was canned. We picked up a brand new copy, do you remember? Like shortly after it was released. At Fry's for like $5.
$5.
We got a copy. It was like brand new for $5. I think we ended up giving it away or something.
To your nephew.
Oh yeah, we gave it to my nephew. Yes, GBA, and it's good.
Sorry, I love the Mickey Mouse games on the Super Nintendo. Lol, says JT.
They're good. Hey, they're good. Those are good. The Mickey Mouse games are good. They're no joke. I remember when I first played. What was the first one called? I forget. Magical Quest. Mickey's Magical Quest. When I first played that, I was like, wow, this is fun. It was fun and colorful. Man, I thought Capcom did a great job. Capcom always did a good job with the Disney games. I really, really loved what they did with all of those Disney games. Such a good job. Such a good job. I got it free on PS Plus and it was meh. What did you get free? Oh, Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9. Yeah, I think Mighty Number 9 was free for a lot of different things.
$5 that 5 and below near you is a bunch of copies of Mighty Number 9 looking around.
Really?
Oh,
How funny.
thank you, Matthew. I have it right here.
How about a new CPS1 Nemo remake? Oh my god, that would be sick. That would be so sick. On Borderline. Oh my god. Did you see some of like indie developers making like a new Nemo game? I don't know if I feel it. I don't know if I feel that game. Because they made it like Nemo in like a modern like world, and he's like wearing like a hoodie and sneakers, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Pillow85 says, Hola, Sadu Maru. Hola, welcome. Hey, what's up, man? Long time no see. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you too. It's been a while. How are you? How are you, sir? The music in Mighty Number 9 is the only thing that's good about the game. Yeah, I'd say the music, and I would say the designs were good. I think that the character designs and stuff were pretty good. But that's pretty much it. Like, graphically, the game was kind of gross and generic. It looked like a mobile game. And with the amount of money that game raised, that game should have fucking looked phenomenal. But it looked like shit.
The first previews we saw were pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember the initial previews looked amazing. Do you guys remember what, like, before the end product, like, they showed, like, game screens, too, that looked like they have, like, reflective lighting and a bunch of other stuff. It looked really good. Mackenzie says, when Borderline says, nah, it's gotta be true to the original. Yes, right? It's gotta be that, like, old, like, 1930s America feel, like 1930s New York, blah, blah, blah. It's gotta be that. Piloy says, I have a question for you. Will you be interested in having an interview with Artemio Urbina? Oh my god, would I ever? Artemio backed our game when we did FX Unit Yuki, and I was flabbergasted, because, like, everyone knows Artemio, right? From, like, the 240p suite and a bunch of other stuff. Like, the guy is just known. So when we found out, like, and I didn't know, because I wasn't paying attention to all the backers, because we had a lot of backers, right? Until we saw the credits of the game go by and saw that he had backed the game. And I was like, oh my god! Lately, I've been trying to, so, like, right now I'm trying to improve my Spanish. I have a Spanish YouTube channel now. We're going to be at that expo that's happening in Mexico on October 8th. I sent an email to the people who organize it to see if maybe we can get, like, a freaking, like, a space on the floor somewhere and just, like, show off copies of Yuki at that convention. But even if we don't, we're still going to be there. We're going to be at this convention. Me, Jesse, and our friend Beto. I think Beto said he was going to go. Beto, are you still here? ¿Todavía estás aquí, Beto?
Oh, he went to dinner.
Ah, okay. Beto ya se fue, pero he's going with us too. That reminds me, I gotta buy our tickets. I gotta buy our tickets for all of us to make sure that we all have our tickets.
Well, says yes. He's interested in having an interview with you.
Oh my god, that would be so amazing! Is he really? Oh my gosh. How do you know this? How do you know? Tell me. Dime todo. He has a stream. Oh, like on his channel? Like on the, like, Rollman and Artemio? Because I watched Rollman and Artemio. Actually, he was just streaming last night. I try to catch it whenever I can. Or if he's streaming games, I hop in. And I'm always there. I'm always watching. I'm always too shy to say stuff, but I'm always on, like, when he does his podcast, Rollman y Artemio, estoy mirando. Cuando él hace sus streams, estoy mirando. Cuando Barcade VG hacen sus streams, también estoy mirando. Últimamente, ahora estoy hablando más. But back then, like, no, I would always lurk. I would never speak because I was like, I'm not confident with my Spanish. I'm more confident now. But when I started watching Barcade VG like 5 years ago. They were the first Spanish YouTube channel that I saw. Or a gamer YouTube channel that I subscribed to, that I watched, that I still watch now. Is your street drunk friend going to be there too? Maybe. I hope not. I hope not, Trancer. He speaks decent English. Yeah, Artemio speaks English. So, yeah, that would be fine. But I'm trying to improve my Spanish. I'm trying to improve my Spanish. Hence why I created the Spanish YouTube channel. By the way, if anyone who's watching, if anyone can subscribe to my Spanish YouTube channel, just so that I can change the name, you can subscribe later. I just need 100 subs to change it. I am at 96 subs on my new Spanish channel. So I need 4 more subs and I can change the name. The Spanish channel is called SaruPro TV. SaruPro, like our company.
I replaced the pinned. It's right there. I pinned it, so there's that channel.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I just need 4 more subs and I can change the channel. You guys can do it in English. Cool. So that's crazy. That would be amazing. I don't know what I think I would be like. I remember talking to Artemio a couple times in chat because he reached out to me once upon a time because he was interested in helping with porting FX Yuki to the Dreamcast, because like the guy like knows his shit, right? Like he knows all the programming languages. So he offered to help. We eventually, Josh Prod put it on to the Dreamcast. But before Josh Prod did that for us, he offered to help do it. And I remember, like, I don't know if I was like an awkward conversation at that time. This was like 4 years ago. And that was the first time I had any interaction with Artemio. But yeah, Artemio is a freaking legend, man. That guy is a legend. So now you will have a Spanish channel and English channel? Yes. So... right now, speaking of which, new video tomorrow, you guys, on this channel. I did a video response to Red 7. Red 7 did 5 games that he always goes back to. Of course, I added the Saru Flare by saying 5 PC Engine games I always go back to. I'm more familiar with PC Engine than anything, so I just chose 5. It was super easy to just come up with the 5 PC Engine games I always go back to in my head. Saru and Saru Azul. Saru Azul is actually Saru Pink. We're not going to talk about Saru Pink on here. We can't talk about Saru Pink on here. But when do we get a German Saru channel? My favorite Saru channel is Svenska. Isn't that Swedish? That's Swedish, isn't it?
That Squad says, sorry, Saru crew, we must suffer when watch. Oh, wait. Saru's actually teaching me my gringo self-Spanish video that needs a new page.
I need a closed caption than that last video. I closed captioned the intro that I did, but it takes long to close caption stuff. So I'm going to close caption that other video. I'm going to try to close caption them all just in case like Saru crew, original Saru crew is watching the new Spanish channel. They could understand. But all the content that's on that channel is pretty much going to be stuff I've already talked about on this channel at some point. So I might be just... Saru Pink is my jam, says Socket Monsters. How many people did I tell about Saru Pink? I haven't uploaded anything to that.
Says, Artemis said you guys can talk on Twitter.
Nice! Okay, I'll send them a message. Let me...
On your phone.
Oh, I don't know. There it is. I'll do that now before I forget. Yeah, I should send him a message on Twitter. That would be amazing. Thank you so much, Piloy. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. What are you up to? What are you up to? Gizmo is here. What's up, Gizmo? He says, hey, Saru and Jesse, I'm working, so I'm just listening to the audio. Very cool. Thank you for stopping in, Gizmo. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Whoa, you moved that thing and suddenly your head was there. It was weird because I wasn't looking in your direction and you moved the Chun-Li and suddenly panned up. Playing a lot of GameCube. Nice. What are you playing on GameCube? Saru in Spanish will help me learn more Spanish, says Sweet Like Sugar. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for Saru Crew folks who are supporting that Spanish channel. Because I was like, man, this is going to be hard, right? Because I just started that channel and it's like nobody's really watching it, you know? So like, hopefully I can get more people watching. I will upload more stuff to the channel. I'm probably going to like redub some videos as well. Like I have videos that are already up and I think that would be okay, right? Like if I just redubbed some videos in Spanish and uploaded them. You want a treat? You can here, have a cheese it. Or take the whole box. A panda speaking channel. By the way, so Panda has his own Twitch channel now, which is going to be like his main focus. Other than helping me with, our channel, he's going to be doing his Twitch channel. Every Wednesday he's doing stuff on Twitch, so now he has his own channel. Which is why the Grub and Game videos are now on this channel. We moved all the Grub and Game videos here. So if we do like future Grub and Game stuff, it's going to be here. It'll just be here on this channel. And whenever Jesse wants to do them. So it's really up to Jesse. I kind of want Jesse to focus on his Twitch channel. Because I think he'll have a lot of fun. He'll have fun doing that. I was using the auto-translate closed captions to watch it. Were you really? Thank you, Markdell. Markdell, how you doing? I haven't seen you in so long. Where have you been? Where have you been, Mark? Where are you hiding? Where's Mark hiding?
The Borderline says Jesse has come a long way from being camera shy to Twitch influencer.
I know, right? Do you guys remember how shy Jesse was back in the beginning? All of you guys who were here a long time, Hero, Randrick, I'm Borderline. You guys remember what a Jesse was like prior to everyone else who, Sweet Like Sugar, Matthew, those people who came in the wave of Polymega stuff. You guys came already at a time where Jesse was already kind of open. But anyone who was here before the Polymega wave of people, remember a super, super shy Jesse. Especially in the beginning. Jesse wouldn't even come on camera.
No.
In the beginning, he wouldn't even talk. Like, he didn't like to talk on camera. Then he slowly started popping in. He would first start with his hand. He would wave his hand in. This was back when we used to do something called Video Game Show and Tell Live here on Saturdays. And, Jesse would pop in. So everyone else, Shy Metroid Jesse says I'm Borderline. So yeah, everyone who was here pre-Polymega wave remembers how shy Jesse used to be. Jesse used to be super shy. And at first I used to feel bad because I was always pushing him, right? To like be on camera. I was like, come on, blah, blah, blah. And so like I feel like I was kind of pushy, and I don't know, I feel like maybe it was not, you might not have felt the best back then, right? Like you probably felt pressured, but I think now you like it,
I
right?
like
You like
it's
doing
fun.
stuff. But yeah, I would say, how long ago did the Polymega people come? Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. So I would say like 3 years ago, Jesse was super, super shy.
What's up, Bean Soup?
Bean Soup says,
Been a
hola
while.
muchachos. Bean Soup, long time no see. Welcome in. How you doing? It has been a while. How is Bean Soup? Our favorite soup. We love to see Jesse on camera and for him to find his groove, says Mark Dell. It took him a while.
Says whenever you can text him now.
I'm gonna text him right now. Let me say hola.
Jesse finally got us. Jesse got family in us. Thank you, Sake. Proud for you, Panda, for streaming now. Definitely no more shy Panda. Let me read up. Thank you, Matthew Rush, for linking the Panda 64 Twitch. After Metal Heroes, can you play some MM7 music? Jesse, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me write that down so I won't forget. Because I forget sometimes. Alright, MM7.
I gotta find him on Twitter. I'm so bad with Twitter.
Okay, MM7. Bum, 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 bum. Let me see. Piloy, that's right. Right? Piloy.
Yeah.
Piloy, can you link? If you can, can you link Artemio's Twitter?
I'll find it. I'm just
okay.
going to Barcade Regis. I think I follow Asher on it, so I'm pretty sure. There it is. There he is. I'm following him.
You got it. Thank you.
I got it. I'm already following him. Oh my god, the last time I talked to Artemio on Twitter was in 2016.
Wow.
October 2016. Almost, how many years ago? 6 years ago? That was the first time I spoke to him. He followed me on Twitter and I followed him back, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you for following me. He says, hey, no problem at all.
Bean Soup says, it's been a while, too long. I'm well, thank you guys. Glad to see you online tonight. Miss you guys. Next to you sexy boys.
Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you can stop in more often. It's good to see our favorite Bean Soup.
Magic says 3 more subscribers to go. Woohoo!
Really? Very cool. Awesome. All right, so I need 3 more subs, and I can officially change my YouTube URL, which I really want to do because I want to start linking it and stuff. But I hate linking it with that long ass like YouTube URL. So I need it to be nice and short.
Started texting, hey Sugar Bear, we need to talk.
Who said that?
Talking monsters.
Hey Sugar Bear.
Hey Lava. Red-haired Dom looking for 3 subs. That says Matt Martel.
Wow! Things got spicy really quick.
Damn.
That's hot. I was looking at the first drawing you did for me back in the days of VGST. The date was 2018. Been 4 years already that I've been hanging out with the crew.
Wow.
Yeah.
4 years ago. Holy sh...
I'm trying to think. What was the first thing? Was it What's Her Face from that show? The one Maid Girl? Was that the first thing I drew for you? What the fuck is her name? I forget her name. Was that the first thing I drew?
So I remember you drew... Oh,
what was her name? What was her name? It was Adol! Oh, okay.
Adol for,
then the second
for
thing was...
Radrick.
Yeah, but no, I also drew... I also drew that one... I drew anime. The girl from the anime with the hair, the maid girl. The Maid Girl. Don't Google for it. But you also drew Nene from Bubblegum Crisis. Yeah, I did a video of that one. That one I did like in color. That one was a favorite one.
Sweet Like Sugar says, I'm like, who's Dom?
Who's Dom?
And then Martha's like, don't Google it.
Don't Google it. No. Sweet Like Sugar will no longer be sweet. Don't Google it.
You also drew Nene from Bubblegum Crisis. So
yeah, I did a video of that one. Remember? I did like a video.
And he also did something for Nightmare Eternal.
Yeah, it was like a cute little like chibi Jason thing, wasn't it? Yeah, man, that was 4 years ago already. 4 years ago I started streaming. This channel I think is like 5 years old, but I was not really active on this channel. My first video was like a Switch video that Adam Korlick. The only reason that video has so many views is because Adam Korlick shared it. And Adam Korlick is a really cool guy, by the way. I got to meet him a couple times in the past, like due to like convention stuff. I met him in 2016 at PRGE, I want to say. I think it was PRGE is when I met Adam Korlick, and he shared that video, and it got so many views. My videos don't really get a lot of views unless somebody helps with it, right? Like somebody like big tweets it or something, and then like minutes later, I think another YouTuber made almost the same video verbatim because this YouTuber happened to be in that same chat. We had a good laugh about it. It's another really big YouTuber. I won't mention it, but I thought it was funny that like his video was like, even like the parts where I said, oh, you don't have to copy this, it's whatever. Like he used those same words, and I was like, wow. It's so funny. Dom is short for domination. That's all I'll say. Don't ask how I know that. How do you know that, Randrick? Inquiring minds want to know.
Google.
To the Googles. All right. Oh shit! I didn't even say.
Paprium unboxing is your most popular video, says Matthew Roach.
Oh yeah, YouTube tells you, right? Like most, you can. Oh my God! Right now, this charm. He wants that sweet charm. Very cool. Thank you, Mark Dell, for pre-ordering a charm. For those of you who are just hopping in, basically what's happening is I do these charm pre-orders You can buy the charm later on. It'll be $10 on the shop when it eventually gets onto sarumaru.com. But it's $20 for the people who want to pre-order it. And they get put on the package as a charm sponsor. So all of our charms have like these. They're all our charm sponsors. And that's why people are doing the $20 donations. So they can get their name. They can get their name on sweet packaging. Which I'll get to take with me to Mexico. So, you know, people will see these names and be like, who the fuck are these people? Let me have a few more sake and I might tell you. Drink all the sake.
Sake says, sake monster says, let us know, spill the tea.
Spill the tea. Surely sake knows. Or sake is an innocent monster.
That's a special charm. Sake monster it is.
That is a special charm. This one. How funny! I didn't even look at the charm that I was showing, but this charm is Tentacoon. Tentacoon came up as a joke. Borderline was like, that needs to be a thing, and we made it a thing. And this is actually, I think, if you go to Borderline's Twitch channel, this is actually one of his icons. One of his emojis is Tentacoon, and I think we like. It was and it was on Chun-Li too. Remember, Tentacoon was on Chun. We drew.
Oh yeah.
When I was drawing Chun-Li, the Chun-Li print, it was Tentacoon. It was Tentacoon on Chun-Li's leg. It was hilarious. He was just like.
When is the Tentacoon game coming out?
Tentacoon. What would he shoot? Lol, I love my Tentacoon charm, says I'm Borderline. Is that still an emoji on your Twitch? Words.
I'm Borderdom, says Randrick. What would Tentacoon shoot? His catchphrase would be,
You win!
It's an email for me, yes, lol, I love it. This is in Borderline.
Okay, I messaged Artemio. Thank you, Pilloy, for talking to Artemio about that. That's awesome. I want you to make the logo for my arcade when I get the unit. I would love to. I'm taking commissions. Just commission me on Ko-fi and I will do it for you. Oh. I will do it for you. And if you do it there, then I have to do it because it's there. I've gotten most people like come to me directly. So if you do it there, I'll remember. Oh, Mackenzie, thank you for the super chat.
Still here.
Mackenzie's still here with alert mode while I work. Very cool. All right, so I don't know if Mackenzie can even hear me, but if you can, thank you, Mackenzie. I appreciate it.
Grandrick says, when I see Tentacoon, I get the urge to run away and yell, Yamate kudasai.
Yamate kudasai. I think Mackenzie's also been here for a long time too, right?
Yeah.
Pre Polymega. Pre Polymega group.
I don't remember.
Was he? I want to say yes. I think he was here before the Polymega group of people. Let's see here. Dono, hi, thank you. Thank you, Mackenzie. I appreciate it. All right, I think I've done everything I have to do. Let's go back to the weekly question. So, last week we asked you guys, what Capcom games or IPs do you want to see revived? Number 3 comes to us from GT Megaforce. That's GT Beakerman in the chat, by the way. Says, I'm always down for more 2D Mega Man action. Yes! More 2D Mega Man action. For sure. Very cool. Let's see here. What's the link again for the Spanish channel? I was in a dungeon run. Could not sub till done. Oh, what are you doing D&D? That's cool.
Thank you, Matthew. You just posted it.
There it is. Thank you, Matthew. That's the link. I think I need like 2 more subs to 100, and then I can officially change the URL.
Good night on Borderline.
Which will be cool. Good night on Borderline. Thanks for stopping in. I gotta go. Take care, Saru and Jesse. Says I'm Borderline. Thank you, I'm Bubble Lines. He's the sweetest.
Matthew says, put Tentacoon in FF2 2. Tentacoon could be could be like Rocky.
Oh my god, we should do that. We should put him in, right? Like, somewhere, like have him like run across the screen, and if you hit him, you get like some sort of crazy bonus or a trophy. I'll talk to Rover about that. That would be hilarious. We just have him like slither across in a stage like really fast. It will just be like.
And then when you hit it, it will go.
when you hit him, like, no, I play Neverwinter. Very cool.
Awesome.
Awesome. Sorry, I was just checking the chat to see. I remember meeting you, Saru, at MLP's live stream once. Then you streamed the same evening. Best night ever.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, that's right. It was from MLP's thing. You know, MLP also, a lot of people came from MLP. Pretty much like anyone who's ever come from something, it was from something, right? Like either it was like Polymega or Radical Reggie. Like a lot of people, like Elvis Roa. Elvis Roa came from Radical Reggie. And then some other people came as well. But I think the one who stuck around was Elvis Roa. I think Gizmo. I want to say Gizmo was also somebody who came from Radical Reggie. Need a new retro style Mega Man on the Switch? Hell yes. I came from MLP. Ring Fit was the only person I knew before I found SaruPro. That's right. Martel did come from MLP also.
During Christmas, during December, Martel, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was during Polymega stuff too, wasn't it?
Was it New Year's?
Because I think MLP was. We were talking about Polymega stuff because MLP sent me some controllers, which was super cool. My Little Pony. Yeah.
Martel says he should be a boss Yuki has to run from. If it catches her, it should just fade to black.
Oh no! That would be hilarious, though. It was New Year's. Mad Little Pixel. Yeah, Ron is such a cool dude, man. Cool guy.
Yeah.
Cool guy. He came to the stream and he gave us controllers just out of the kindness of his heart. It was awesome. It's one of the controllers I use. One of them broke, but the other one still works. The wired one still works, which is cool. But yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. I always watch his videos. Most of his videos. Sometimes he'll talk about like a retro box that I just don't care about. But most of the time I'll watch his videos. Because he gets the scoop on a lot of stuff, man. Or like, his opinions are very real on a lot of stuff. And it's entertaining. It's entertaining to watch that, you know. I thought there was a pony section of his fan base. All right. Let's see here. Number 4. Talking about which Capcom game you want to see revived. This one comes to us from Randrick. Randrick says, there are many series from Capcom I wish would make a comeback here. Here are my top 5. Number 1, Breath of Fire 2. Breath of Fire. Number 2, Gargoyle's Quest series. Number 3, Final Fight. Number 4, Strider. And number 5, Rockman. I didn't include Ghosts and Goblins as Capcom tried to revive the series and dropped the ball big time on this one. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the new Ghosts and Goblins at all. Like, out of the games that I was so excited about Ghosts and Goblins getting a remake and ActRaiser getting a remake, though I feel like for me Ghosts and Goblins was more disappointing. For other people it's exactly the opposite, right? Like they feel like ActRaiser was more of a disappointment than the new Ghosts and Goblins. But the funny thing is that they're both disappointments, right? But yeah, the new Ghosts and Goblins was a major disappointment for me. It was like just hard for hard's sake. I was like, great, they turned this into Super Meat Boy. It's basically what the new Ghosts and Goblins was a new Super Meat Boy. Awesome. I want a Starfire Charm. I don't know. That sounds like an MLP character. It does. What is it? I don't know of any MLP characters except for Rainbow Dash because I've seen it mentioned a lot. But other than that, I don't know anything about My Little Pony. Other than what the internet has taught me about it, but I don't know anything about it. I used to work with someone who was a brony, actually. And he always tried to talk to me about My Little Pony. I was like, I'm not interested. Not that it's, you know, it's cool for if you like it, that's fine. I don't care whatsoever at all. I actually finished ActRaiser, but yes, it was not great too. I hated all the tower defense shit they put in ActRaiser. That was shitty. That was shitty. Oh, no hate. I have a lot of friends that are bronies, says Socket Monsters. Yeah, same here. I know people who are bronies as well. I have no interest in any of it. You know what is interesting, though, about the My Little Pony universe was the fighting game made by the artist who did My Little Pony. It was originally going to be a My Little Pony fighting game, but they didn't get the rights to make it a My Little Pony fighting game, so they repurposed it to like a bunch of farm animals, and they called it Them's Fighting Herds. Did that ever come out? What happened to that? Do you remember that? It looked cool, though. I was really interested in playing that. And I think that was the most, for me, that was the most interesting thing to come out of the whole My Little Pony stuff. It did, says Brian. Nice. Okay. Did it only come out for Steam? That would have been something that would have been awesome on console. They really should have put that on console. I would have been down. Unless it is on console, and if it is, I need to buy it. Let's see. I mean, I like Catgirl, so does that mean I'm a furry? You're a furry. No, it doesn't. Catgirl is more Kemono Mimi, which is just like Kemono Mimi means like monster ears or like beast ears. It's a whole different thing. Like cat ears, cat tail. It's a whole other thing. Pinkie Pie is the bestest pony. Sure. I'll take your word for it. I don't know anything. Like I said, I don't know anything about My Little Pony. Hides all of his My Little Pony figures. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't have any. Let's see here. Going back to which Capcom games do you want to see revived? Number 5. Number 5 comes to us from Mackenzie. He might still be at work. Let's see here. It will be out for console soon. Nice. I'm interested in that. I'm interested in that game for sure. Welcome to Pony Talk. All MLP all night long, since we like sugar. You all creeping me out with this brony crap, Sister Hanson. Yeah, I don't know anything about like the whole like My Little Pony thing. The thing with like My Little Pony is it's drawn in that art style that I find, I was gonna say obnoxious, but that might be mean. I don't want people to like hate me for it, but it has that like art style that like everything looks the same, right? Like all of the cartoons in that era kind of have like that same like feel. I don't know. I'm old. Maybe I'm just old, but to me, like, I don't know. I don't like any of that. A lot of the new cartoons, I just don't like how they look. Back in my day, I just don't like it. I just don't like how a lot of them look. All right. Let's see here. Mackenzie says, Capcom, where do I begin with you guys at Capsule Computers? At the time of writing this, on the top of my head in random order and in no particular order are Darkstalkers, Beautiful Joe, rest in peace Clover Studios, Maximo, Okami, Dino Crisis, Power Stone, new X-Men game, Strider, Mega Man X, Bionic Commando, and Final Fight. Why there is no new Final Fight when Capcom released Capcom Belt Collection earlier this year, and something to do with Disney Afternoon games, especially a new DuckTales game? I need more Scrooge McDuck hopping on his cane like a pogo stick on enemies and platforms alike. Anyways, that's all I can think of for now, says Mackenzie. Man, I really wish, speaking of that, Mackenzie does bring up a good point on the Disney games. You know how we did get like a DuckTales remastered of the original DuckTales game? How come we didn't get that treatment with Chip and Dale? Why? Chip and Dale is like one of my favorite Capcom Disney games. Oh my god, I love it so much. It might be my... is it my favorite or is DuckTales my favorite? Oh, it's so hard. Because DuckTales had, like, the music in DuckTales was so good. But Chip and Dale's also had really good music too, right? So it's, for me, they're like neck and neck. But for sure, Chip and Dale is up there. And I really wish we had gotten that treatment. The DuckTales remaster treatment for Chip and Dale. It would have been freaking awesome. Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Such a good movie.
It's so iconic. Oh my god, did you guys watch the new Chip and Dale's movie? Speaking of Disney Afternoon and Capcom. Oh my god, the new Chip and Dale movie is so great. It's so funny. There's so many references. It is made for people who watched it at that time. So if you were a fan of Chip and Dale 30 years ago and you're watching it, this movie is made for you because like they make so many references to stuff back then. The new movie was so good. And the new movie is one of my favorite movies in recent years. Just because I thought it was hilarious. And now Cyrus flagged for copyright.
Mark Dawson says, I love the new movie.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so funny. I didn't think it was going to be so funny, but it was hilarious. Mine is Darkwing Duck, says Randrick. Yeah, Darkwing Duck is rad. It's like Mega Man with Darkwing. Darkwing Man. Mega Wing Duck. I don't know, but it feels very much like a Mega Man game with Darkwing Duck. Yeah, Darkwing Duck. That's one I wish I still had. I don't have that on NES. It's one I wish I had for sure. Was Darkwing Duck. So good. So good. It's so fun. Or a fan of Garfield. I never saw like the new CG movies of Garfield. I have no idea. I loved old Garfield. I bought like here in the US we had like those Scholastic book fairs, and I always got Garfield books whenever Scholastic stuff came around that year. It was always Garfield books. Loved it. I meant the Garfield stuff in the Chip and Dale movie. Oh yeah. That's so funny how like they made his body all buff and stuff. But yes, I hate the new CG Garfield. Yeah, I didn't watch it. It looked gross.
I liked it.
I didn't watch it. I wasn't gonna talk shit about it until I saw it, but I will eventually watch it. But it looked totally gross.
Which one?
The CG movie
for Garfield? It's good.
Is it?
I like both of them. Yeah.
There was more than one?
Yeah, there's two.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. I didn't know that.
He goes to England and he gets switched with another orange cat that looks like him.
All right, Mega Man fans, what music is this? This is a guest character. I take it we're listening to the Saturn version, but this is a guest character on the Saturn version. Which guest character is in this Mega Man? That's the music that's playing right now. They just look gross. They do. They look gross. That's exactly what I'm saying. The movies might be great. They look horrible. They look terrible. But that's my thoughts exactly. They look gross. Clockwork Nightman says Sasquatch. Clockwork Knight 2 was such a good game. Hey Saru, can you play Electrical Communication, please?
I'll put it down for you, Randrick, but I have JT next as Mega Man 7. Electrical
Communication, actually we'll get...
Here? I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's part of this soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I actually skipped Electrical Communication was because it gets me demonetized. For whatever reason. It says this is performed by Ganesha and is property of Warner Records or something. But yeah, it's such a good song. But yeah, it gets me demonetized. So that's why I skipped over Electrical Communication. But it's so good. It's so good. I'll sing it for you. Do you want me to sing it for you?
Sing it.
I'll sing it. I don't know the words for it. Alright, Timmy responded. Hold on. He says, hey man, yeah, he contacted me and told me you wanted to do one. I told him there was no problem. How have you been? He got back to me, Piloy. I don't know if you're still here, Piloy85. Thank you so much. Timmy got back to me.
You should tell them that we're going to be in Mexico for a while. Anytime. Don't play it. I wasn't aware. Do it. Says Randrick. Sing. Singing will also get you flagged. Says Matthew Rhodes. Just thinking about it. Oh, you were demonetized. How?
I know.
You were thinking about
because
it.
You were thinking about it. You know what I'm thinking about.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's still here. Paloy, what's up?
Paloy, you got back to me. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I appreciate it. I told him I was gushing.
I still want Resident Evil Outbreak reboot. Says Heavy. What's up, Heavy Waves?
Heavy Waves, welcome. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome.
Don't even say its name. Not today, not tomorrow. Not, not until the world is dead. It says Sasquatch. Oh, do that. Let me see if anyone else has...
Oh, yeah. All right, moving on. Next one, who did I do? Mackenzie was the last one? All right. So last week we asked you guys what Capcom games do you want to see revived. Number 6 comes to us from Corbin. Corbin says the Vampire/Darkstalkers series and Cyberbots. Both are so much fun. I love playing both of them. And I'm shit at fighting games, says Corbin. Corbin in Japan. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, Darkstalkers is definitely something that we're probably never going to see again because Capcom was shit about it. They were so shitty about the collection. Do you guys remember how Capcom was all shitty about the collection? The Darkstalkers collection? And then they were like, hey, you had your chance. But nobody bought it, so we're not making any more Darkstalkers. Nobody bought the collection that they poorly advertised. Because they totally did. They totally poorly advertised that. And it was horrible. It's like, great. Great. All right. Oh, my God. This one is long. This must be Merox.
Yep.
It is. But he gets a pass because he didn't answer one last week.
Welcome in. Welcome to die.
Welcome to die. So he gets a pass.
Did you?
Did you? Did we? Did who? Did what? I still want a Resident Evil Outbreak reboot, says Heavy Waves. Don't even say its name. Not today, not tomorrow, not until the end of the world. Do we have a Sasquatch answer tonight?
Yep.
We do? Okay, nice.
The last one.
Very cool. I have been missing Sasquatch answers.
Martel says, I've been terrible at writing in, but I really love those Dead Rising games. But honestly, I've been just really enjoying Monster Hunter. That's Martel.
Nice. I know a lot of people. Actually, County. You guys know County. Most of you remember County. County is a huge Monster Hunter fan, actually. Big Monster Hunter fan. I think Jesse, speaking of Monster Hunter, I think Jesse's going to show you something that has been in his wallet for like 6 years or something.
Since 2016. This has been in my wallet and it's been everywhere.
So,
Australia, Hawaii, China.
Jesse keeps this. This is a Japanese copy of Monster Hunter 4 for the Nintendo 3DS that he's kept in his wallet for like 6 or 7 years. This was purchased from your first Japan?
Yep.
From his first trip to Japan, he picked this up and he keeps it in his wallet.
I don't even know why. I put it there because I didn't want to lose it.
And then he just left it there. And that Monster Hunter has become just part of his wallet for like 7 years now.
Yeah.
Because what was the first time we went to Japan was 2015.
Yeah.
Because I went in 2014 first. Yeah, so that has been in his wallet since 2015, 16?
Or 2016. And one of those
might have been the second trip, actually. When we went with, was it? I don't know, I don't remember. But it's been in his wallet for like 6 or 7 years. Super long time. You never know when you'll need Monster Hunter 4 for the 3DS. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So random. Oh my gosh, Screw the Net. Welcome in. Screw the Net, he says, represent Saru Poly Mega Sawu Mau crew.
What's up, Screw the Net?
What's up, Screw the Net?
Right now, that why he's responding when he can, but he will. That's for life.
He did. He responded. I told him that I was gushing online. That he responded.
I was keeping Master Hunter on you.
Always keep one. Keep a copy.
You knew
Monster.
I was gonna go get my wallet.
Yeah. Yep. As soon as we started talking about Monster Hunter and he got up, I knew he was gonna show off his wallet Monster Hunter copy that he's had in his wallet for like so many years. It's so funny. You could be walking down the street and someone will scream out, "I need Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS," and Jesse will be there. Yeah, Jesse will have it. Somebody will just randomly need a copy of Monster Hunter 4. All right, moving on to the next one. For those of you just hopping in, we asked what Capcom games do you want to see revived. The next one comes to us from Merox. This is going to be a long one, so make sure you go get your coffee, go make yourself a cup of noodles or something. Let me have a drink, and then take a deep breath to read this one, because this one will be a long one.
Heavyweights donated.
Oh, Heavyweights, thank you. He says, sweet, sweet man. Says Heavyweights. Thank you, Heavyweights. I appreciate it.
Mark Dell says, this man's penis is about to burst. Does anyone have a copy of Master of the
Oh my god.
Soccer says, am I the only one that owns 3 for the Wii U? Oh, I love that one. Soccer Monsters.
Yeah, actually, County was, he played that one crazy online. And he tried to get me to play it so bad, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And I never played it. I never did, because I'm just not good with, like, online stuff. Alright, here we go.
Says, get drinks and snacks ready.
Get drinks and snacks ready. Here comes a Marox answer. Alright, number 7 comes to us from Marox. He says, "Oh Capcom, thou glory days may be behind you, but not forgotten, and let them once more return when we as gamers prove ourselves worthy. Capcom was one of the only words holier than me than Sega. The first franchise that got me hooked on was the Mega Man franchise made by Capcom. From the days of the ageless classic Disney games for the Nintendo Entertainment System, all the way to some of the best of the all-time gracing us, the Sega Dreamcast. Capcom demonstrated true mastery of game design. Trying to imagine those generations of gaming without Capcom and their breathtaking titles is tantamount to picturing the oceans without water, dry, dead, and almost entirely devoid of what gave it purpose. Capcom is still around in its form, but it is, however, no longer what it used to be growing up. This week's question is perhaps not focused on the company itself or our favorite titles made by them, or even the type of games that one would like to see, but I'm ready to write such an answer for a question if you ask, Saru. Very ready, trust me. No, this week's question is distinctively different as it deals with the franchise or game of theirs one wishes to see revived. Directly continued on, those two subjects might seem linked, but aren't necessarily so. Confidence that is a product that can be brought to market, which shows the proper amount of respect to the established lore and sufficient quality, while keeping itself true to the core mechanics, is very much not something that is a given. Keeping something going simply to keep it going, or perhaps even worse, simply to make a profit off of the estimated seemed name or nostalgia of yore, often results in an average poor product which can tarnish the legacy of a great artistic piece that so many love. At a certain point, a story is finished, and sometimes more regretfully, the people/talent that once made something great is gone. Let it rest and move on. Many times, instead of just continuing with an old IP, it would have been better if they had made a game in this style, but not in a known franchise, perhaps even citing it as a source of inspiration to evoke some hype while not entirely too strictly on the past. One glorious example of this would be Bloodstain, Ritual of the Night. Perhaps it's not a real Castlevania, but I honestly don't care. It plays more than well enough in the universe and is made ready for a deep dive without any shackles to the past. Spin-offs could also be a fair solution if one looks to make new games like something from the past, or in some form continue on it. That way, you can make a game which can explore the wonderful universes and characters of our most beloved and yet often forgotten parts of these pieces of entertainment. For example, imagine a game featuring Roll from the Mega Man franchise, perhaps some sort of slower paced game, or maybe even a semi-puzzler, or perhaps an open world game set in the Mega Man Legends franchise, traveling from island to island as a digger represented by your player-made character, in search for treasures and refractors. Perhaps add in a moral system letting you become a pirate if so inclined. So to summarize, making a new franchise can be a good idea, letting designers and marketing utilize what parts of mechanics and graphics styles of older franchises that they want, without having them tied to the lore that came before it. Spin-offs would also let the designers do just the opposite, using old lore but not being restricted by the mechanics and style of the older games. Both are present in the opportunity of trying out various known formulas, gauging the fanbase's reaction before implementing some changes to an old franchise. Although this last point is something that should be approached and seen with great caution, both as a developer and as a fan. As I have grown older, I can't help but feel that these routes are often seldom chosen. Seeing companies go back for some quick nostalgia-driven bucks in everything from movies to gaming, but none of this is exactly an answer to this week's question. however. The situation, or perhaps rather the distinction of games one would probably like to see more, as well as games/franchises one wants to continue on, are very different, and I felt that necessarily to explain this in a succinct but thorough manner. Not succinct. As in tradition, when it comes to games that I would like to see revived, as rebooted, or just continued on, I must say that after some thought, that my answer even surprised me. See, as I'm from part of what people would call an avid fighting game fan, but I have occasionally dabbled in the genre, most on the Dreamcast, and that was where I found my answer. I hope the great people of the Saru crew will forgive me for cheating a little, but I will have to give 2 franchises as my response. Those 2 being Techromancer, a beginner's fighting game featuring mechs of all kinds, and the Power Stone franchise, an arena-style fighting game where the last game has heavy emphasis on 4-player party fun. I honestly feel like some great things could be done with these games. The mechanics are often much in line with what many modern gamers are still used to, so I don't think that tweaking it would be required for them to have mass appeal. Keeping potential sequels as close and true to the originals as possible, modern graphics and some new fitting content for each of these games could do wonders. The lore isn't too deep in them either, so it would take a bit of effort to mess that up. Some new mechs in Technomancer, vaguely inspired by some new anime, they do have a couple of unused decades to choose from now. The simple pick up and play nature of this fighting game is something that I feel that could make it a bit of an impact, if given the right attention. Some new settings to explore, and quirky weapons to use in Power Stone, or perhaps even a new game mode or two. How about where the goal is to find relics and weapons or Power Stones, and you have to move around a map between fights? A mix of fighting game and board game and strategy game. Perhaps that's going a bit too far, but the foundation of Power Stone games is very solid and can be done with while it's still keeping the core focus on the fun, chaotic battles, says Merox. Wow, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? But I would, going to his answer, I really would like to see a new Power Stone game. I think that would be fantastic if Capcom decided, hey, we're going to put out a new Power Stone game. I loved the Power Stone games. They were so good. Wait, that was one response? That was one response. That's Merox. Merox always has these like super long-winded responses. Sometimes I don't read them. I run them through like one of those like reader things. Today I'm full of energy. So I read it. But normally I don't. When they're yeah, but it was other than all of his word fluff, because there's always word fluff in his things, pulling out all of the important parts, I agree. Technomancer would be a good one, but more importantly, Power Stone. Because Power Stone, I felt like was going to be an ongoing series, and then they stopped at Power Stone 2. And then years passed, and I was like, there's going to be a new Power Stone. Capcom's going to give us a new Power Stone. Capcom never gave us a new Power Stone. And it made me very sad. But maybe someday, I don't know, maybe someday we'll get a new Power Stone. It would be awesome, though, if we did. Succinct battler. That was not succinct at all. I don't know if he knows what succinct means. He listened and stayed on topic for most of the part this time. Yeah, that's true. He did. He did actually stay on topic for a good portion of it. And if it wasn't for the fluff words, I think it would have been an even better answer. Because sometimes I feel like an answer is more impactful, too, when you can word it succinctly, but get to the point, right? I think those are the best answers. Like, sometimes people will answer and they get right into the point, but it's also well written. Actually, Sweet Like Sugar and Sasquatch are two people who are great at writing some of the answers that I love reading here. Hopefully we have a Sweet Like Sugar answer in here tonight. Let's see here. Mark Dell says he knows a lot of words. He should also learn brevity, says Mark Dell. Now I'm interested in Technomancer. Never played it. Technomancer is so good. I think I sold my copy already on Whatnot. Did I? I think I did. I'm selling off like all of my US my US NTSC Dreamcast games. So I think Technomancer might already be gone. I don't know. If not, it's gonna be sold eventually. I'm selling off all my Dreamcast stuff. Pretty much all of my North American stuff. I don't really need it, so I'm selling it. Selling it because we gotta go to Japan, so we need to save. We need to sell stuff. We need to sell stuff. Anybody want to buy a 8th generation iPad, 256 gigabyte, with a pen barely used, $300? Somebody buy it. I need to go to Japan. I need to go to Japan. I should Whatnot that. That might sell on Whatnot, actually, right?
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna Whatnot it. I'll do that. I'm gonna Whatnot it. I will Whatnot it. That iPad is a damn steal. Everyone keeps saying that. Vink was saying that if he wasn't in Japan, he would have bought it. But he did. After shipping it to Japan, it might not be such a good deal. And I agree. I think Elvis Roa is here. Elvis Roa. Welcome, Elvis Roa. He says, "Vamos para Japón. Ándale, vamos para Japón. Vamos a Japón. Vamos a Japón. Tal vez vamos a Japón. We might go to Japan. Hopefully, if we can get enough money by November to just buy our tickets, we just have to buy our tickets. If we can buy our tickets, we are there. The problem is that our tickets are going to cost like $2,200 for the both of us. So that's a lot of money. But if we make enough money by November, we will go in November. But if we don't, we're going to go in March. So if we miss November, we'll go in March for sure. Vamos a Japón para comer jamón.
That's what I was thinking.
Japón para comer jamón. Bueno, tienen jamón. Tienen sándwiches de jamón. So you can have your jamón if you want it. They've got it.
Japan open the gates?
Japan is opening the gates by the end of October, is what I hear. By the end of October, it'll be like open without a tour guide. So hopefully, if we can get enough money together, we might go to Japan.
Summer kidney auction or whatnot.
We might go in November, but I feel like we should have already done a Whatnot. So maybe we'll do one this week. The problem is, if I do a Whatnot before going to Mexico, I feel like whatever money that I make on Whatnot, I might spend in Mexico. But we'll only have really a couple weeks to do Whatnot if we want to go in November. So we'll see. We'll see, but we're going to try to go in November. So, yeah. So if anybody wants to buy anything from the Saru shop or anything like that, it's going to go towards our Japan trip. Towards our Japan trip. Or charms, if anybody, come on, who wants their name on a Chun-Li charm? Get your name on a Chun-Li charm. You guys, your name will be on the back of this package for all to see.
We should do a panda charm next.
Yeah, we should do a panda charm. Well, you guys, and all proceeds will go to get a panda to Japan. Do you guys want to see a panda charm? Panda 64 charm? We could even do that design, the Panda 64 shirt design. How cool would that be? Would you guys like to see a Panda 64 charm? Acrylic charm? And it would help get a panda. Rude panda. Panda doesn't like to be touched. It would help get a panda to Japan. I want a Jesse charm with him holding the panda head. Like holding that would be weird. Kind of creepy. Like that, just holding it. Oh no, you took off the mask on camera.
I did. No.
No. Someone's crying out there. Can we get a muscular Panda 64 breaking through like a wall? That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. But yeah, we can do a panda charm, which all proceeds will go to get a panda to Japan. Get his family involved with Jesse Charm.
Oh, I know.
Versiones 3 to 59 as well. They love him so much. But yeah, pretty much like Jesse, like all of the Jesse's charms sold out because a bunch of his family members bought them too. Like a lot of you guys did, and then like the remainder that didn't get bought were bought by like people in his family.
Because I told everyone.
He told them, he's like, buy this if you
love me.
Jesse was like, if you love me, you'll buy my charm, and they did, and they sold out. So
the mask really revealed.
Yeah, so maybe that might be a thing that needs to happen. All right. Moving on. So last week we asked you guys, if anyone is still here after me reading that long one, which Capcom game do you want to see revived? Next one comes to us from SuperBoo85. Hopefully SuperBoo can stop in here tonight. He is likely at work. He works at a movie theater and he works weekends, so he's probably still at work. But hopefully SuperBoo can make it in here. SaruCharm did not sell out quickly. It didn't sell out at all. We still have like 2 of them. There's still SaruCharms. Single tier. Alright. SuperBoo says, maybe some cyberbots or armored warriors or something new in between. The 2 playstyles of those games with those characters and mechs returning, says SuperBoo. Man, yeah, so far a couple people have mentioned cyberbots already.
Mark did buy all the remaining SaruCharms.
I thought I bought all the remaining SaruCharms. Oh, that's right, you did! You did. Mark Dell is a man after my own heart. But yeah, they did not sell out quickly, and probably actually the only reason that they were gone is because Mark Dell bought them all, the rest of them. But yeah, all of Jesse's charms sold out quick, like that same week I think. Mine were around for months, and then Mark Dell pity bought some. I was waiting to buy until I had a Jesse charm to pair with. I know, and then he took pictures of them on top of each other and put them on the Discord. Mark, you heart stealer, you thief of hearts, you says screw the net. All right, next one comes from Socket Monsters. Socket says, oops, hold on, I have issues with the mouse. A friendly neighborhood Socket says, okay, so I originally was gonna say Dino Crisis, but there's only one option for a game that needs to be returned in all its glory. We need a real Steel Battalion game with a controller and all. Teach the kids that the Souls games is for children when you get your save file erased every time you die again. A dream come true, not the weird Kinect spin-off trash that happened which never worked. Thank you for your time, says Socket. Awesome. That's funny. I like to teach the kids that Souls games is for children. That's great. I love that. Yes, Socket says Sasquatch. That's hilarious. Get your hardware friends charms at the SaruMaru website, says Matthew Roach. Yeah, there's still most of this. I think all of those. I don't think any of them have sold out, have they?
I don't think so, no.
The hardware friends. I think most of them we still have like at least 1 or 2 of those left. But I think we made too many of those because that was in the beginning. Like a lot of those old charms, we made way more than we should have with them. And then I was like, this is not good because we spent like all the money on just making charms and then we didn't sell those. We made too many. So now we don't make anywhere near as many anymore. We usually just make them for the people that like pre-order them and then round up to the nearest one. So we usually only do like 10 or 20 charms at a time now. That's effing right. Real men play Steel Battalion, says Socket Monsters. Real men play Steel Battalion. Steel balls. Balls of steel. I got a Saru charm and the last Jesse charm over half a year ago, lol. I got a collection along with Sanic, says Screw the Net. Very cool, and thank you everyone who has bought any charms. I really appreciate it. All you guys who are buying charms. Then we have people like I'm Borderline who has them all. I think Matthew has them all too, except probably. Do you have Poffle Mail? I think Poffle Mail might be the only one he might not have, because that was like one of the first. That was the first charm that wasn't a Yuki charm that we made. In the very beginning, we made a Yuki charm, Poffle Mail, and Engine Kun. Those were the 3 charms. So one was the Yuki series of charms, Pixel Heroes, and Hardware Friends. Those were the first 3 charms I ever made. And then we started doing like anime series charms. That was the 4th series of charms. But we stopped doing them because we don't have an anime show anymore. So I haven't made any new anime charms. What about Breath of Fire, Capcom's lone RPG? Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone is going to mention Breath of Fire. Actually, I think someone already did mention. I think Mackenzie mentioned Breath of Fire in his list of games that he wanted to see more of. I want to say. I believe so. All right, number 10 comes to us from JT. JT, I hope you're still here. I know it's late in Canada land. JT says, personally, I would like to see the Breath of Fire series to do a comeback. I love the first game on the Super Nintendo. Also, the art of the characters like Ryu, Bo, Nina were amazing to look at. At least I think Capcom should release a collection from 1 through 4. I think a lot of RPG fans would buy that. Second Capcom game I would like to see is obviously the Rockman X series. I still don't understand what they're waiting for. Rockman 11 sold really well and they haven't put out any new stuff. Only the Battle Network collection that will be coming out. But sincerely, I don't really care about this collection. Instead, Capcom should be bringing the Legends, Classic, and X series back. But of course, they're too busy releasing Resident Evil games and Monster Hunter stuff. Capcom ain't got no love for the Blue Bomber anymore. It's really sad. Sorry, that one's waiting to come out, says JT. Very true. Hopefully JT is still here. But yes, I agree with him. Capcom is basically only interested in re-releasing Resident Evil games. But there you go, Brian. You were just asking about Breath of Fire. There's your Breath of Fire response right there from JT.
Matthew said Randrick did.
Yes. Oh, Randrick. It was Randrick. That makes sense. That would make sense that Randrick would have said that.
Socket says, if you make a collector's edition of one of your games, you should make it an exclusive charm for it.
Oh, that's a good idea. It depends. We're talking about... So, now we're getting into the release of FX Unit Yuki physical. But, like, Josh Prod is trying to find, like... So, I didn't know that Josh Prod didn't distribute their Switch stuff. Someone else distributes it for them, and they put their name on it. So, I think that's... The next step is now solidifying a deal with a distributor that is favorable to him. I say to him because I don't know what's gonna be cut in for me with that. But I kind of let with Josh Prod, since he helped us out so much with Yuki, I kind of just let him do whatever he wants, because I also can always borrow resources from him, like programmers, right? If I make a bunch of assets and I say, hey, I need a programmer for this game, he'll find me one. So he's someone that I want to keep happy, because right now I haven't really had the need for it, because Rover's going to work on Yuki 2 stuff, and I'm doing my own project in a shmup generator thing. I'm making my own shmup, you guys, and it's about a flying cat. But I do kind of want to do like a beat 'em up at some point, and I would need Josh Prod for that, because where am I going to find a programmer that could program something like that? And but he knows so many people, so I kind of let him like do with Yuki stuff. It was very, very favorable to him, but he's like such a good resource for me, and I'm kind of keeping that in the back burner when I create a project and I absolutely don't have someone who can program for it. I'm going to use my Josh Prod card for that. But it's good to know that I have that option. So I definitely want to keep that relationship with Josh Prod good. And it's been a good working relationship. Nyan Cat. It's the project is called Captain Sky Mew. And the main character's name is... Do you guys want to see? Do you want me to show you some stuff? I can show you some stuff if you guys are interested. If you guys are interested, I can show you. I can show you some stuff. And I'll show you. I think Transfer was interested. If Transfer is still here, how about we'll do this? If Transfer is still here and he's interested in seeing it, I will show it. Because he's one of the people who's been asking a bunch, and I always feel like I give him vague answers. So I would like to show some stuff. So if Transfer's still here and he's interested in seeing it, I will show it.
He's here.
He is here.
I can show you the Mew.
His transfer. He asked a bunch of times about it, so I'd like to show him. All right, let me wait. While this is booting up, let's move on to the next one. We asked what Capcom game you want to see revived. Number 11 comes to us from Sweet Like Sugar. Sweet Like Sugar says, I would love to see another Darkstalkers game. We got a Darkstalkers Resurrection in 2013 and a collection of all 5 arcade games this summer, but both failed to meet the sales numbers Capcom was hoping for. This, combined with the fact that adapting 3D fighting game engines is not ideal for all of the animation required in a Darkstalkers game, means that we probably won't see another game anytime soon. Still, I hold out hope that one day we'll see another game in the series. Until then, I'll keep enjoying the original games again and again and again, says Sweet Like Sugar. Yes, very cool. Hopefully we do see another Darkstalkers game. That would be so great. I'm kind of keeping that in the back burner. Oh. Alright, let me show you guys quickly because this computer is about to die. Was it not plugged in?
It was plugged in.
Oh, okay. Then I guess it wasn't charging. Alright, you guys. Let me show you guys really quick. Did I make a folder? Please tell me I made a... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let me first show you guys. I'll show you guys some concept work of Captain Sky Mew, which I'm putting together myself in Shmup Generator, which is a game engine. Kind of like Game Maker, but it's like Game Maker for shmups. Hopefully, there we go. Okay, we have power. We have power. Thank you, Jesse. Alright, first we will start off with... Let me just move all of the stuff out of the way. Shut the fuck up, Windows. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that says Captain Sky Meow, but that I just haven't erased it. It's actually called Captain Sky Mew. And this character here is the main protagonist of the game. His name is Barnaby J. Sky Mew. And Barnaby Sky Mew had a dad who also was in like a special forces that used a jetpack. And this was for like, army purposes. In Sky Mew's case, it's a battle against aliens. So aliens invade. Captain Sky Mew is, I don't know what he's a captain of. He's just Captain Sky Mew. And this takes place in like a, kind of like a cat, like an animal metropolis type of thing. Think New York's, but with animal people. And Sky Mew is the main character. And so he has a jetpack. This is going to be a top-down character. And I already have someone who wants to voice the character, which will be totally cool. Alright. And then let me show you right here.
Read the responses first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. Blastos91, welcome into the chat. Let's see here. Mega Man 7 OST, yes. Sashka says, Saru, send Sweet's answer to Capcom now. Who would say no to her? Right? Yeah, Capcom is butt.
From all this down.
Alright, let's see here. OMG, I love him, says Mark Dell. One Mackenzie would agree. Yeah, with the Darkstalker stuff, for sure. I love this design, says Talking Monsters. He looks so cute, says Matthew. Mark Dell says, I hope you're going to get stuffed animals made. We're going to do those pillows like we did the Yuki pillows. Oh, by the way, Yuki pillows are coming, by the way, you guys. They'll probably be here around December. I like the art, says Transfer. Thank you. A mascot style game, says Brian. I can get into that. Can I make fan art? Please do, Socket Monsters. Please do. I will share that on Twitter.
I just want to protect them.
So, yeah, this is like the first, I'm showing to you guys, actually, is Captain's, I haven't talked about any Captain Sky Mew stuff. Yuki pillows are what? Yuki pillows are coming. We're making more Yuki pillows are coming in. More Yuki pillows. So, I think I'm going to do, eventually, like these Yuki pillows. Yuki pillows! Yuki pillows are coming! So, if I do a Captain Sky Mew pillow, if I do a Barnaby pillow, it'll be like this. I'll make a Barnaby pillow. Probably out of the main design. Body pillows, nom nom. Yuki PC. Yuki PC is pretty much done. We're just, we're doing some finishing stuff to it. So, but you'll have to ask Rover when he comes in here, because I don't know what his overall progress is, just what he's told me. So next time you see Rover, you can ask him. Let's see here. They're arriving. Yes, we have more Yuki pillows coming in. So anyone who pre-ordered one gets one. If you didn't pre-order a pillow with me, this design is only going to be for those who pre-ordered it, because I've already changed what I want the pillows to be. The new pillow designs are super cute though. I have new pillows because I have matching Yuki and Jenny pillows, and they're super cute. Anyway, back to Captain Sky Mew. Let me show you guys I guess I can show you some of the enemies here. They're all in frames. I haven't animated any of them. Let me show you really quick some enemy pixels here. Here's one of them. There's one of the first level alien boss. Oh no, my computer's rebooting. Damn it. My computer's rebooting, you guys, because it died and it's not getting any juice and it's not plugged in. This computer has an issue with the power. The power port's like messing up on it, but I can't afford a new one right now, so it's like, ugh. So every time I use it, it's like completely stationary. And to believe I'm building the game on this computer, because I don't have another Windows computer. It's the only Windows machine I have. Other than Jesse, but that's Jesse's work computer. We bought that for Jesse. So I am building Sky Mew on this thing. And let me tell you that there are a number of times where like this computer has just randomly turned off and I'd lost my artwork. I kind of regret buying. I should not have bought the new iPad that I have. Even though I like the iPad, I really should have bought a new Windows tablet. Because I bought the iPad Pro, the M1 Pro Mini, whatever the fuck that one is. But I really should have used that money to buy a new Windows PC, because now I can't buy a new Windows PC unless I sacrifice something else. But give me 1 second. It's rebooting here. Please don't.
Is that a Surface that can also charge from USB-C?
No, it's a Surface Pro 4, and the only reason, like, it's still capable, right? It's a i7. What the hell was it back then? Like Ivy Bridge or something. It's an i7, 16 gigs of RAM, but it's a Surface Pro 4, so it's old, you know? It's super old. It's an old Gen i7, yeah. So, you know, it's old. Damn it. And it sucks because whatever I had open is now gone. I had my video, my tomorrow's video is loaded up. So I lost it. You guys. So it's like, I don't know. And I feel like sometimes my priorities are kind of, I don't know, because like I could have bought a new computer and then not go to Mexico. I could buy a new computer and not go to Japan. And I have to make these choices because I don't have like a normal job anymore. So like I have to be real frugal with how I spend the money that I make. You know, like whatever I get from Patreon, print club stuff, and whatnot stuff. And me and Jesse are pretty much living on no real income, so we have to be careful with like how we spend the money. But the reason we want to go back to Mexico is because of the convention. I feel like introducing people like Latin America to Yuki is going to be a good thing, and it would be good when, you know, I do Yuki 2 and I do the second comic book. It'll be really good to show that off. All right, give me 1 second. How many answers do we have here? Number 12. Let's go to number 12. Number 12 didn't leave a name, but number 12 simply said Breath of Fire, which is fair. It is fair. Wiley Stage Music. JT's still here. What's up, JT? Banky! Welcome, Banky Ayoshi. He's his family. What's up, Banky? How you doing? How you been? There we are. Okay. We are back in Skymew Land. Oops, what did I do? What did I do?
You should let it charge for a bit.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll let it charge for a bit, actually, because it's like super low. I didn't realize it because sometimes I'll plug it in and it's not charging. I have to like wiggle the charger for it to charge. So yeah. No Dino Crisis takers yet. Yeah, somebody said Dino Crisis earlier. Socket said Dino Crisis, but then he was like, "Fuck Dino Crisis, Steel Battalion." I think that's how he answered. He didn't say it like that, but he was like, he wanted to see Dino Crisis, but he said that more importantly, before Dino Crisis, he would like to see a new Steel Battalion. Oh my god, computer! Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to get computer to cooperate so I can show you guys. I want to show you guys.
Mark says that 3D Shmup Maker doesn't have a Mac version.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's only Windows. It's only Windows, and it only exports to Windows. So this game is going to be a Windows game unless somebody can do some magic. Maybe Josh Prod will be able to do some magic to get it working on something else. But basically, what'll likely happen is I'll put together Skymew, and then I'll give Josh Prod all of the assets, and they can they would likely just rebuild it based on the version, because they're not going to be able to port it out. But he knows such a capable circle of programmers that they will likely rebuild it. I just have to get it made, because the Skymew that I build will be the proof of concept, and then we'll likely put it on other stuff. I will likely have a playable version of Captain Skymew probably by next Game On. And that's why I didn't want to go to Game On this year, because 1, we were in Mexico. 2, I didn't have anything new to show. I didn't want to go to the convention without showing something new. And yeah, you can run a Windows VM on the Mac, but it's stuck with Windows for ARM processors. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of don't want to fuck with that. The Mac is the streaming computer. I don't want to put anything on it. The Mac is only going to be used for streaming. So I kind of just don't want to touch it for anything else. I won't even use like Final Cut Pro on it or anything. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I can sell the M1 Mac iPad, the M1 iPad Pro Mini that I have, and maybe just use it towards a more capable Windows or just a newer tablet. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, because I barely used that iPad, and I'm like, damn, why did I even get this? Why did I get it? Alright. Let me show you really quick. Going back to Captain Skymew. Kind of spoilers, but here is the Alien Queen. Please don't turn off on me, computer. Please, please, please. There's the Alien Queen. There's actually there's going to be a twist ending. But, yeah, this is Boba. This is the Alien Queen. The Alien Queen. I guess I can show you some of the baddies. I think I was showing you guys.
She's a Tentacoon. It's a socket monsters.
And it's kind of a shoot 'em up type of game. So you have a lot of enemies like this one, right? Can I go forward?
Yes, you can.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's kind of...
I'm feeling funny, down there. It's a Sasquatch.
Different character frames. Let's see. What else can I show you? What can I show you guys? Here's an animated Skymew sprite. Let me minimize this really quick. Let's put down here. There we go. You can see that a little better. That's what he looks like flying about. in the game. So cute. Super excited. But, yeah. And, let's see, what else can I show you guys really quick here? Give me 1 second. What can I show you?
Those legs are so still.
Yeah, only his pants are moving. I might move them later. I don't know. I may not. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to load something. Actually, while this is loading, let's move on to the next one. But yeah, everyone who's here, you just got to see some bits of Captain Sky Mew. Reminds me of Rocket Knight a little bit. Does it? Oh, because of the jetpack thing? I can see that. I love it so much, says Mark Doe. Yeah, I might eventually move his legs. Animating stuff takes time.
I really want a stuffed animal.
It was hard enough just getting like all of his like clothes and hair and ears to move around. Maybe I gotta make his legs go in and out maybe a little bit.
Mark Dell says, I think the main character is just adorable.
Thank you. I'm super excited over it. Why won't you open?
I'm drawing it tonight to Soccer Monsters.
Cool.
I can even imagine doing the animation on games must be so hard. This is Mark Dow.
It's super time consuming, especially when you're doing like sprite based art. Sprite based art is super time consuming. Ah, I remember my Steam password. Alright. That's still loading. We're moving on to the next one. Last week we asked you guys, what Capcom games do you want to see revived? Matthew Roach says, cannot pick just one Capcom game or IP that I want to see revived. So, I will list the ones that I feel should be revived. Number 1, Captain Commando, since we haven't seen the one since the PS1 days. Number 2, Dino Crisis series, due to that Dino Crisis. 1 and 2 were amazing, while the third one bombed on Xbox Original. Plus, Capcom left Dino Crisis 2 at a cliffhanger. Number 3, the Final Fight series, since Final Fight Streetwise was so bad, and this series needs to go back to the classic beat-em-up style that made the series so memorable. Number 4, the Strider series even had a collection of all the Strider games and the arcade ports. That would be great, says Matthew Roach. If the Strider series, even a collection of all the Strider games and arcade ports would be great. It would. Man, what did we get? Strider 1 and 2 for PlayStation, right? And then Strider 3, and that was it. I want to pretend that Strider Returns didn't exist. I don't know how the fuck that even came to be, but it did. Thanks for the previous RSS transfer. Now I'm just glad I was able to show you something, because I remember you asking a bunch of times and then me not having anything to show you. So I'm glad I got to show you something. Alright, let me see. I was trying to... Oh, something happened. They updated this. I was trying to show you guys a little preview of the actual game, but they updated this and it broke something. It just installed a bunch of updates.
Trent says, can't wait to buy it on Atari.
Unfortunately, it's going to be on PC only at first. It'll be like Steam and itch.io. But hopefully we can get it on other stuff. It would be cool to get it on like Dreamcast or something, especially since the game is going to be pretty much in that same resolution. Or similar resolution that should be able to run the Dreamcast. Because everything is kind of being done in like a 640 by 480 space, but it will be in like Tate mode. But the actual screen will be like 640 by 480. So it should be able to. We should be able to get it on the Dreamcast with Pixel Heart's help or Josh Prod's help. Man, they updated this and this whole thing like just took an absolute shit. I can't even load.
Trent says Dreamcast for sure.
I can't even load my project file.
Trent says I don't use Steam.
Ah, okay. Do you play PC games or games on your computer at all? Save your game before... no, because that's not my game. Oh, it's because I don't have... That's another thing, too, is like... All of my game-making programs run like shit on this tablet. I really need a new computer.
Trent says nope.
Ah. Well, then I guess we'll just have to wait until we can get it on Dreamcast. Man, this sucks, man. I wanted to open up the project file to show you guys, but look, you see?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Look, it's like... Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh no, I didn't name it. Which one was it? Because I'm not using a mouse. Okay.
Mouse?
There we go. Save your game.
I use Turbo Console so much convenient, says Transfer.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really play games on computer either. But unfortunately, this doesn't give me the option to export to anything else. If I was using like Game Maker, that would be different, but Game Maker seems too difficult for me.
I want all those Skyrim toys, says Sasquatch.
Okay, well, I'll have to wait to show you guys a project file some other time, but at least you got to see some stuff and some of the baddies, some concept art. Here's some more concept
That's
art.
cute.
Look at this guy. Most of these are just like popcorn enemies, right? 2 or 3 frames of animation, but all of they're all aliens. They all look like that, so it's pretty much a cute 'em up. Shangri-La says PC es aburrido. Yeah, well, right now I don't have any other choice. It will be PC first and then everything else. Just because that's the way, it's just easier to do it that way. I hope that guy makes fart noises. Let's see.
Oh, thank you, Matthew Roach. Shangri-La, you should subscribe to that.
Ah, that's right. Shangri-La, tengo un canal ahora en español. Matthew lo acaba de poner el link. Si quieres suscribirte, solo me faltan 2 suscriptores más para poder cambiar el URL del canal. Me faltan 2 más. 2 suscriptores más. 2 more subscribers to the SaruPro TV channel, and I can rename it to SaruPro TV. That will be my Spanish channel. Or that is my Spanish channel. That will be. There's already videos up on it. Alright, looks like the bubbles from the old Scrubbing Bubbles commercials. It kind of does, right? With like a kitty face. That is the cat variation of the Scrubbing Bubble. What did I do with my phone?
That's right there.
Oh, I don't... Alright. Let's hope... Are you charging? Are you charging, computer? I think it's charging. Anyhow, you guys got to see some stuff, which is cool. I'm glad I got to show you guys a little bit of Captain Skymew. Oh, I should have showed you guys the logo. The final logo. Let me show you what the logo looks like. I can't show you the title screen, but the title screen is... Right now it's static. I haven't figured out how to like animate the title screen, but soon... Where the fuck is the Captain Skymew logo? I haven't figured out how to animate the title screen yet. But as soon as it does, as soon as I can figure it out, it'll basically just be like the logo and like clouds rolling in the background. Ah, this is the logo. I'm so proud of the logo for this. I thought it came out really cute.
I like it.
Really cute. Alright, let me show you guys really quick. Here is the Captain Skymew logo, which will also be the title screen. And basically the title screen will just be this and like a sky background. But SaruPro TV, subscribe. Gracias, Shangri-La, te lo agradezco mucho. And you have Barnaby. Barnaby flying through the logo. Cool, right? I really like it. I'm really happy with the logo and him like zipping across.
Yeah, just checking in, say hello to Sarumar on the panel. What's up, Tony the Great?
Tony the Great, welcome.
You reached 100.
Oh yeah, I reached 100. Did I?
Yep. Watch.
Just refresh it. Oh shit, I reached 100 subscribers. Yay! Thanks you guys, I appreciate it. I reached 100 subscribers.
Thanks you.
Thank yous on SaruPro TV. Now I can change the URL to something that isn't a bajillion characters long. That'll make it easier for social media stuff. Very cool. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. If anyone else wants to subscribe to my Spanish channel, you can. It's up at the link. I am going to close caption some videos there. In English. The intro is closed caption in English. The video I just put up is not though. But I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I just have other stuff to do for this channel. Like tomorrow I'm putting up a video of 5 PC Engine games I can always go back to. And then I'm doing another Mexico vlog video. And then the third Grub and Game video is going to be put up the week after that. So I'm jumping back to hitting all my projects really hard right now. But it's been hard, man. It's been hard. Super hard. But thank you everybody for that. I really appreciate that. Alright, we got one more answer here for the weekly question. And then we're going to do a charm giveaway. Courtesy of Transfer247. You want to scroll down here a little bit?
Yeah.
So I can... Number 14. Last week we asked you guys, what Capcom game do you want to see revived? Or what series or IP by Capcom do you want to see make a comeback? The last answer comes to us from Sasquatch. It says, the Capcom intellectual property I want to see revived is Steel Battalion. Obviously complete with a new shiny gigantic controlling apparatus. Now hear me out. The last version that I'm aware of had this giant controller that was completely epic. Few have seen one in person, and even fewer have put their fingers on this beast. But hey, we aren't talking about me right now. Hey yo, but seriously, it is the myth of legends. Even Sasquatch dreams of finding one of these Steel Battalion games and controllers in the wild. But think about this. Not only should Capcom revive this system game, but they should create a more practical use for the controller. So not only should this controller be an epic in itself, but I think to transform into a mini mech slash moped slash cart on wheels. An example, transportation device for humans. In this day and age of gasoline cut short and expensive electric cars with unreliable grid power, let Capcom be the forerunner to come that what could come as a brilliant plan of personal nuclear powered Steel Battalion transportation vehicles that act as a controller to the next Steel Battalion game. If nuclear power can fuel some of our biggest and baddest machines, such as naval submarines and gigantic aircraft carriers, why shouldn't Capcom create a new industry standard in controllers that you can drive? There we go. This is the IP Capcom should revive. Sassy needs a new ride, says Sasquatch. Very cool. That would be awesome. That would make me buy one if this controller can transform into a nuclear powered vehicle that I can just blast through any wall. That would be awesome. Fuck the environment. My man, says Socket Monsters. How funny too. Yeah, because Socket was saying that he wanted to see a Steel Battalion reboot. Very cool. That's hilarious. I love a good sassy answer. I know, it's been too long since we've gotten a good Sasquatch answer. Keep them coming, Sasquatch. We need your answers. My favorite one is still the Precious Moments one. I will never forget that line. He's like, those little white kids don't know how to act. That was still my favorite. My favorite Sasquatch answer of all was the Bratz, the Bratz Precious Moments one. Yes, great minds, Saga Monsters. Great minds think alike indeed. Very cool. That was hilarious, you guys. That was hilarious. Hilarious. But yeah, I really love Sasquatch answers to the weekly questions. So keep them coming, Sasquatch. No pressure. No pressure, but pressure to keep them coming. Very cool. All right, now let's do a giveaway. I think, or was there another answer?
Let me just double check.
All right, let us double check, see if we got any last minute answers. No. Sometimes we get answers before the end of the show. Okay, we didn't. So that was officially the last answer for tonight. So now we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. We're first going to do the charm giveaway. Thank you very much, Transfer, for helping us meet our charm goal once again. And we give away a charm in the name of Transfer whenever that happens, because Transfer doesn't take the charm. He gives it up for someone here in the chat watching the opportunity to win a charm. So very much thank you to Transfer for that. And we're going to do that giveaway next. So that is the link right there for the charm giveaway. We're going to give you guys a few minutes to enter that giveaway. That's the link right now. We're going to do that one next. In the meantime, I guess we can go ahead and talk about some of the Capcom games that I have in my collection. We'll go ahead and get to the video game show and tell, the VGST portion of the show. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and talk about these guys right here. We can't talk about Capcom without talking about Mega Man. I have all of the Famicom Mega Mans except for Rock Board. Rock Board is the only one I'm missing. So if I can make it to Japan in November, I'm going to go ahead and look to see if I can find Rock Board. But I have all of the Mega Mans, Rockmans, Rockman 1, Rockman 2, Rockman 3, which is my favorite here. Which is, what is this one? Dr. Wily no Saigo? Is that what that is? Randrick, are you here? What is that one? Is that Saigo? I think it is. But that one's my favorite. I love Rockman 3. Rockman 4, Rockman 5, and of course Rockman 6. All of the Rockmans in Japan have like a cool like subtitle. They were made very episodic. Very episodic. Very cool. Who doesn't love Mega Man? Who doesn't love Rockman? Alright. Some other Capcom games that actually on the PC Engine that I thought I would show off really quick. Just a few of them. There were a lot of games that made it out on the PC Engine that were Capcom ports. Like Son Son 2. Son Son 2 actually I think was an original, right, to the PC Engine. It was a Capcom licensed by NEC Avenue. NEC Avenue always licensed out the Capcom games and released them, except for one. There was one Capcom game that was not licensed out by NEC Avenue, which I believe was... Oh, never mind. It was. They were all licensed out. I'm wrong. But, yeah, these were the Sidearms games. There was Sidearms and then eventually Sidearms Special for the PC Engine. And then, of course, there was, like, Cheeky Cheeky Boys, Son Son 2, which I didn't pull out. And, of course, this one right here, Street Fighter 2 Dash, or Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, as it is known in the West. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition for the PC Engine was an excellent port of this game, and actually my favorite port. And not just because it was the Street Fighter 2 that I had back in the day, but because overall it's just a great port. It had an excellent palette of colors. The voice samples were much more clear in this version than the Genesis version, obviously. And I even dare say the Super NES version, because the Super NES music sounded like it was farts in a can, and the voices sounded like all the characters were screaming in a tunnel. I don't know what it was about the Super Nintendo sound card, why the Super Nintendo sound card sounded the way it did, but it did! It sounded like digital farts. That's just what it was. you can't talk about Street Fighter without mentioning Super Street Fighter 2. This here, Super Street Fighter 2 X, or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, as it's known in the West, the Grandmaster Challenge. This one here is a 3DO version. I want to say that this one was the the first version of Super Street Fighter 2 for home that was really, really good on the 3DO. The only issue with this one is that it lacked parallax. It didn't have the parallax scrolling, so all of the backgrounds looked very static. But this was such a good port of Street Fighter to come to the home console on the 3DO. And this one was also the reason why there was that special 6-button controller that was a reworked controller from the SNES 6-button Street Fighter controller that Capcom had put out. This one was also that same controller but for 3DO, and it was pretty much essential to be able to play Street Fighter 2 because Street Fighter 2 was a 6-button configuration. Now, one of the games that Capcom is absolutely known for, right, is the Final Fight series. Another game that is just a staple in beat-em-up games. And I really want to say that Final Fight was the game that really defined that genre. Street Fighter 2 also with the fighting game genre. I want to say that they really revolutionized the fighting game genre. But I also want to say the same thing for Final Fight. I believe Final Fight was just one of those beat-em-ups that really made people look at beat-em-ups. Before this, there weren't too many beat-em-ups that, you know, people were like, oh, I would maybe Double Dragon, right? Double Dragon was one of those games that people really played. But I do want to say that Final Fight was what really got people looking at beat-em-ups. This here was probably the best version of Final Fight that you can get back for the 16-bit era. This one had everything. It had a remix soundtrack that was amazing. It also allowed you to use all 3 characters. Those of us who had the Super Nintendo back in the day and who can remember the very first iteration of Final Fight, man, we felt robbed because we didn't have Guy. Guy was taken away. It was basically just Hager and Cody, you know, making love throughout the whole thing. And then Guy was like completely left out. And then eventually we did get a Super Famicom or Super Nintendo Final Fight Guy. Final Fight Guy, when it was released for the Super Nintendo here in America, was a Blockbuster exclusive. You could only get it at Blockbuster. And it was such a weird thing. And then the Super Famicom version of Final Fight Guy was also pretty rare. And it came with a music CD, which was especially rare if you can find it with it. And single player! Yes, GT Beakerman. That's another thing too. Not only did it not have Guy, you could only play one player at a time. It was super shitty. Super shitty. But this version came along, I think in 1994, right? Was this 1994 when we got this? 1993 in Japan. I think 1994 it came out here, I want to say. 1993, we finally got the ability to play all 3 characters on the Sega CD. And with beautiful, beautiful remix soundtrack and voices. It was great. I absolutely love this version of Final Fight. It is my favorite version of Final Fight for the 16-bit era. Granted, I wouldn't get this until 1999 or 2000, you know, because I didn't have a Sega CD back in the day. I got the Sega CD right before the Dreamcast came out, so I was really, really late to the game. And the only reason I got it is because I found a CDX for $199 at a Software Etc. in box, almost freaking new, which is the CDX that I still have now. I don't have the box or anything anymore for it, but that's the CDX that I had back in the day. All right, we're gonna go through a few more of these while you guys enter. Hopefully everyone has entered the charm giveaway, but if you haven't, you still can. Street Fighter the movie, the game, the movie based on the game, based on the movie that was based on the game. Try saying that 5 times fast. That's what this is. Street Fighter, real battle on film. This one here is based on that horrible, horrible movie that was only made good because Raul Julia was in it. And really, he was the best part of the movie because everyone else was horrible. Van Damme was horrible in it. I don't know why he even played Guile. Actually, Ming Na Wen was also pretty good in it. You know, she came. What did she do before this? Joy Luck Club.
Joy Club, yeah.
Joy Luck Club. But yeah, Joy Luck Club was kicking ass as Chun-Li. We're just going to call her Joy Luck Club. But yeah, her name is Ming-Na Wen. She was also in The Mandalorian, if you guys remember. She was in The Mandalorian. And then we had a bunch of other people who were a bunch of nobodies. This movie was horrible. And like I said, Raul Julia was the best part of this movie. But this game was made playable by Capcom when it came to the Saturn and the PS1. If anyone had the honor or the dishonor or whatever the bad experience of playing the arcade game, you'll remember that the arcade game played absolutely horrible. The arcade game for this played so shitty that Capcom, when they released this for home, Capcom was like, all right, let us do our Street Fighter magic. And they basically took the Super Street Fighter engine and used it for this. So this is pretty much, it plays very similar to Super Street Fighter. If you played the home version of this. But if you played the arcade, you played a really bad port. There was also these collections here, the Capcom Generations. These were really cool. I only have a couple of these Capcom Generations. I have this one, which is the Makaimura collection. This has all of the Makaimura games. It has, what does it have? It has Makaimura, Cho Makaimura, and Dai Makaimura, which I said backwards. Makaimura, Dai Makaimura, Cho Makaimura. And that's Ghost and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts were all in this collection, which is really cool. This is the PlayStation version, but there were also Saturn versions of this as well. And there were a lot of these collections. If you guys remember this was on the Capcom Belt Action Collection. This is Tenshi o Kurao, which means something about heaven and earth. Heaven and earth something. I want to see if I can find the PC Engine version. The first game came out for PC Engine, the first Tenshi o Kurao. In the North American market, we only got this second game in the arcades, and it came out here as Warriors of Fate. We actually never saw the first Tenshi o Kurao. But the first game was also a beat 'em up game as well. Capcom also released other Tenshi o Kurao games on the Famicom as RPGs. They were turn-based RPGs on the Famicom, which never saw the light of day in America. But we did finally get one of these in English as Warriors of Fate, and that was this game right here. So technically, if you want to consider Warriors of Fate, the first one, the same game, technically we never got Warriors of Fate 2. We just got Warriors of Fate, which was the second game in the series. But it's really good, and if you have the Capcom Belt Action Collection, it's available in the Belt Action Collection. Alright, one that was mentioned by a lot of you guys here were the Strider games. Here's Strider, the Genesis Strider, and the Mega Drive Strider. They're basically the same game. The only difference that I can see between the two is that the Mega Drive version has the voices when he does the slashes, like in the arcade. You know, when he's like slashing, he's like, ha 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 ha. You hear that all the time. And in the US version, they took it out. And I'm not sure if they took it out for memory purposes or what. I don't know. Maybe it went over that 8 megabyte mark and they needed to keep it under the 8 megabyte mark. I'm not sure. But for whatever reason, they removed his ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ing in it. Also, there is a port of Strider for the PC Engine. I absolutely hate it. I think it's terrible. I do not like the PC Engine version at all. Or that noise got a little too much. That's probably it too. Yeah, because every time you slashing like constantly in it. So you're always hearing that like non-stop. So I could see that. I could see that getting really old really fast. Alright, how much... When do we want to do it? We'll do it on the hour, yeah? So in 3 minutes, we're going to do that charm giveaway, you guys. Here's some other Capcom games. Here's a weird one. I got this one at Retro City Games. This one is Quiz Anime Waifu Dreams. I don't know what it is. It looks cool, though. Like, the game itself looks really cool. Character designs are really pretty in this one. But yeah, this is some quiz game on the Saturn. I don't really know much about it. Are you okay?
Huh?
You alright?
I'm dancing.
Oh, okay. That's
I
your...
was just yawning.
This one here, this is Dungeons and Dragons Collection. This is one that we did get a re-release. I believe there was a PS3 collection for this one that came out digitally in North America. And I think in Japan there was a physical. In Japan there was a physical one. I got this in Japan for like 3,000 yen or some 3,400 yen at a book off, which I thought was such a great deal at the time. This was, I don't know, 2016, 2017? 2017, I think, for $3,400, 3,400 yen. 3,400 yen, which is like 30, with current prices of the yen, like not even $30. But back then it would have been equivalent to around $32, $33-ish. But great collection. Alright, of course, everyone mentioned the Darkstalkers game. We have a bunch of them. Here's another one of those Capcom Generations. This one here is a bunch of old games. This one has Volges, Son Son, Higemaru, and XX's, which are all a bunch of old games. Volges, Son Son, which is the monkey. Higemaru, which is like the pirate. They're like pirate little, what, I don't know what kind of game you even call Higemaru, but interesting game. We got Pocket Fighter. This is the PS1 version of Pocket Fighter, or Gem Fighter, or whatever the hell you want to call it, depending on the region. This one was an amazing fighting game. It was super cute, super fun. Oh my god, I remember when that game first came out. It was so cool that they actually took like those like chibi sprites, right, from Puzzle Fighter, and they made it into a game. Here's an interesting one. This one here is Rockman, Super Adventure Rockman. Super Adventure Rockman. This was a digital, like an interactive animated adventure, and you had like boss battles. It was pretty neat. And basically, like, Roll contracts like the robot version of cancer, and Mega Man has to try to find the cure for her robot cancer in the game because she's dying in it. So, long story short, she dies. I'm just kidding. She doesn't die. But, yeah, she's got robo cancer, and you have to help her. This one here is a 3-disc set, I believe. Super Adventure Rockman. I could play it. Robot cancer, what the fuck? Yeah, she does. She has like, she contracts like a robot virus, and she gets the robot clap, basically.
JT says, I need that one, Saru. Super Adventure Rockman.
Yeah, Super Adventure Rockman. This one is a cool game. I should play it sometime. It might be fun. Maybe next time I do a Polymega stream on Tuesday, someone can request it, now that they know I have it. On Tuesday. But yeah, Roll hooked up with Gutsman, and I guess Gutsman's like really promiscuous, and he gave her like the robot version of chlamydia. Oh, no. And so now now Mega Man has to like try to find the cure. Some milk. What? What are you talking about? Milk. Robot milk. We have the original Rockman, but this is the PlayStation 1 books version of it, which, I actually have, like, one of these books has Mega Man in it. Where is that one? It's super cool. Do you know where that one went? Remember I had a book?
Yeah.
With Mega Man in it? I thought it would be up here. Yeah, I have one of these Capcom books. I don't know where it's at, though. I don't see it immediately. Yeah, I don't. But that would have been cool. That would have been cool to show off. But we can't talk about Mega Man without talking about the Rockman X series. This is the only X for the Super Famicom that I have boxed. I only have this one. I have the other two, but they're loose. And then the other X games that I have are 4, 5, and 6. 4, I have the Saturn version of 4. And I also have a PlayStation 1 version of 3. I wonder if that is here as well. I don't see it. But I have the PS1 version of 3, which is interesting because Rockman X3 also made its way to the Sega Saturn and the PS1. But the Sega Saturn version, the aspect ratio is kind of weird and fucky. The PS1 got it right. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing because the Saturn aspect ratio is just different and weird. Let's see if I can find Rockman. There it is.
Oh, sorry, I missed.
There it is. There's Rockman. Ooh, did I hit you?
No.
And Rockman 8.
Sakamon's just finished drawing.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Rocket.
That's cool. Rocket monsters. Sake monsters.
Says I had to draw it on the phone, but here's my best Barnaby.
He did a Barnaby fan art.
That's
first.
awesome.
Sake Monsters drew the first official Barnaby. Barnaby fan art. The very first fan art. And I will credit it as the first Captain Skymew fan art. Here is Rockman X3 for the PS1. And this one here, Rockman X3, this one is in the correct aspect ratio. This one is basically a port of the Super Nintendo version of Rockman X3, but it adds cinematics. There's an opening cutscene, which is cool. And it's got like song lyrics. There's the voices in here. And, of course, there is a remixed soundtrack. But the remixed soundtrack sounds so close to the Super Nintendo version that I can hardly say it's a remix. I was so happy to find this. I found this at a book off for 2,000 yen. And it's the version I really wanted. I don't have the Saturn version of Rockman X3 because I don't want it. Because it doesn't have the correct aspect ratio. But I did pick up Rockman X4 on the Saturn. I have the Saturn version. Even though there are things from both that I'd like and dislike, right? Like the transparencies on the PlayStation 1 version of Rockman X4 are better in my opinion. But the X4 on the Saturn adds some stuff. Like it adds like background elements, like weathered elements, like from fire. There's like some interesting stuff. So there's like good and pros and cons to both versions. I think there's more frames of animation in this version than there is in the PS1 version. So really either version you have is fine. I happen to have the Saturn version. And that was the last X game to come out on the Saturn. The Saturn really only got X4 and Rockman 8 Metal Heroes, which I really wish I had the Saturn version of Rockman 8 Metal Heroes. I only have the PlayStation one. This one was my original, not my original version, but the original way I played it. The original game I had was a bootleg, and for the longest time I only had a bootleg of this game that I got back in 1997. I used to buy a lot of bootlegs, Hong Kong bootlegs, that I used to get from the CD-ROMguide.com. The CD-ROMguide.com was a BBS system. Back in the day, on the internet, a lot of websites were bulletin board system, and so I used to trade with people or buy Hong Kong reproductions from people using BBS. And the way it worked is basically it was like some guy, I think his email was like hkvcdnowforyou@hotmail.com, something like that, right? And so I used to send this guy money order, like I would send him like a $30 money order or something, and I would get back like 12 bootleg games for $30, you know, or whatever it was back then. It was like $3 a bootleg, and these bootlegs were pressed, so they were awesome because they were pressed on CD. They came with inserts, and it was such a cool thing. And I used to get into communication on my Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn was my first internet device was the Sega Saturn, and I used to use the CD-ROMguide.com to get into contact with HKVCD for you now at hotmail.com to get all of my bootlegs. And for the longest time, this was a bootleg until I think my first Japan trip. Is when I finally picked this up, legit. No. I had a copy. This is my second copy. My first copy didn't have the manual, and I think this one has the manual. Yeah, it does. My first copy I had picked up from eBay. It didn't have a manual. It was just the case and the game. And then when my first Japan trip, I picked up a copy with the manual, and I was happy to add that. Now, the PlayStation did get the rest of the Mega Man X games up to 6. So, Rockman X5 and Rockman X6, these didn't make it to the Saturn. The Saturn was already pretty much out the door when these came to fruition on the PlayStation, especially X6. When X6 came to fruition, the Saturn was pretty much, Capcom had pretty much given up on the Saturn by that point. I don't want Biohazards. We're not going to talk about Resident Evil or Biohazard because whatever. Because whatever.
So we should do the
Alright,
Charm giveaway.
Charm giveaway time, you guys. We're going to do the Charm giveaway. And then we can go to sleep.
Charm giveaway and then Gachapon.
Oh, Gachapon. And then we can go to sleep. Alright, you guys. Dial-up. That's what you can do. That's what I did. Was dial-up. The dial-up was 33.3K modem on the Sega Saturn. This the Sega Saturn Netlink, and you used to have to connect with something called Planet Web, which was their web browser. Planet Web was the people who made the web browser for the Sega Saturn, for the US Sega Saturn. And that's how that was my first internet. My first internet was the Sega Saturn. The first media I ever got to listen was Real Media, because you could only play Real Media, and MP2s worked, but it only loaded one song at a time per, the cache. There wasn't enough memory, so you could only cache one song at a time. So it had an actual web browser. Yeah, there was a web browser. It was the Planet web browser, and you could use that to. The very first thing I did was go look at pornography. The very first thing, as soon as I got on the internet, that was the first thing I did. Was I went and I looked up pornography. I shit you not. That was the first thing I did with my Sega Saturn because porn. I was too young. I'm too young, I guess. I started on Windows 95. Well, Windows 95 was before the Sega Saturn. So that was my first home internet, was the Sega Saturn, because back then, so I was poor, right? I was pretty poor, and computers were not affordable for people who didn't have the money to buy them. So the Sega Saturn was my first internet.
Transfer says same.
Same on the Windows 95 part. I wouldn't get my first computer until 1998. My first computer was a compact Presario with an AMD K6 in it with, I think, I don't remember, 32 megs of RAM or something. I don't remember. It was something ridiculous.
Did the computer say your computer's never obsolete?
Huh?
Never mind.
No, that didn't start. I don't think they started doing that until later. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, though, because I remember seeing those. Never obsolete.
Yeah.
Sure, compact. And then we went out of business. HP absorbed them. No point. Porn. That was the first thing I did. I wanted to see if I could on the Sega Saturn, right? I didn't know, so the first thing I did was look up porn. I don't even remember what it was. It was I think it was anime porn. It was hentai or something. I think that was the first thing I typed in, and it was in a Yahoo search, and I typed in hentai or something, and I got hentai porn and a bunch of mixed porn.
Mine was AOL, says Transfer.
Yeah, so the first time I got on the internet was on a friend's computer with AOL, but I didn't have my own computer until 1998. So my first internet was when I got a Sega Saturn. That was my first internet. And the way it worked is you basically had to just set up the DNS servers. I had to, at the time, the telephone provider was a service called Pacific Bell. Pacific Bell in Los Angeles. Do you remember Pacific Bell?
Yeah.
Did you guys have Pacific Bell?
SBC.net.
Later it became SBC was the company that bought Pacific Bell, actually. And they still use a lot of Pacific Bell's DNS servers at the time. But before SBC bought Pacific Bell, it was just Pacific Bell. And basically the way you got on is you had to call them, and they gave you the DNS servers, and you put in the DNS servers, and you were online. It was amazing. And then I had to tell my friends to stop calling because they'd knock me off the internet every time. And I was at an age where talking on the phone was a really popular thing to do at that time, 16, 17, like people talked on the phone all the time. But that was my first internet, was the Sega Saturn, Sega Netlink, which I bought at Software Etc. in like 1997. They were like, everything was so cheap. I bought a Saturn for $99. My Netlink was like, no, I think my Saturn was like $149. I want to say my Saturn was $149. My Netlink was like $99. I bought a PS/2 adapter, which is a keyboard adapter. It was like, it went into the Saturn port, and then the keyboard port was PS/2, which is like the keyboard connection at the time, and it allowed me to connect any kind of keyboard to it, which was great because the proprietary keyboard was like $50, but the PS/2 adapter was like $14.99. So I bought the adapter and then bought like a $10 keyboard, and boom, I had a keyboard for $25. $25. Saru watched Cream Lemon on a Saturday.
On a Saturn.
on a Saturn. Oh my god, did I? I think I did. I had Saturn, so I had VCD. I don't know why I'm even sharing this. So so my first like digital disc playing device was the Sega Saturn. When the MPEG cards first came to market, I bought the JVC MPEG card in 1997. So a lot of my VCDs were Hong Kong VCDs that I would get, and sometimes I would get porn, and I wouldn't even like order it. It would just be like, oh, here's a random porn thing. And I remember the whole Double Dong Me part was on VCD. And do you guys remember the Don't Double Dong Me sticker? Well, apparently that was Cream Lemon. I don't know what it was called. It was called something else on the VCD though. It wasn't called Cream Lemon, but anyhow, I ended up with VCD porn, and I still have a lot of my VCDs actually. And the JVC, I have 2 VCD cards now because I had my original and then I bought another one. But I think that, was it the JVC one in 1987? I think it was the JVC card. It's still in my Saturn now. I didn't order that porn. It just shows up. I don't know how.
The round 6-pin plug.
I swear. Yeah, the round 6-pin plug.
I used to, I remember back, we have a printer. I used to print out like porn pictures.
Oh my god.
Take them to school and share it with everybody in the restroom. I was like, look. And then,
like a bubble jet printer or something.
Yeah, and it took forever.
Yeah.
And I'm like waiting. I was like, oh, my parents doesn't come in. Had to lock the door.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
I wouldn't get a printer until 1998 probably, but because I didn't have a computer. But that's hilarious. Yeah, I think a lot of people did that. I had friends who would bring like black and white printed stuff, and it's like, what the fuck? You can't even see anything. Yeah, that was like the thing. You can't even see anything.
Is that a nipple? I don't know.
I don't know. They're like, oh, look at this, and it's like a girl, and like the whole like area where her vagoo would be was just all black, and it's like, you can't even see it. It was like pre-censored, but it wasn't really censored. I didn't order that porn. It just showed up somehow. It did. I didn't order any of the hentai stuff. So it was just like bonus stuff I would get.
I used Dreamcast Internet. The house phone was the bane of my existence. Says Soccer Mom.
Yeah, that was a thing, right? Like the house phone would ring, and then you would get knocked off. I used the Dreamcast Internet for funsies, not for any real purposes though, except for Phantasy Star Blue Burst, Phantasy Star BB. That was like the only reason I used the internet on the Sega Saturn, because by then I had a computer for over a year by the time Dreamcast internet was a thing. But before that, yeah, it was just on the whatchamacallit, the Sega Saturn. Taking photos of porn you find in the woods with a Game Boy camera. Those were the days. What?
Yeah, and before that we would bring Playboys. Says Transfer.
Yeah, oh my god. I remember a friend brought a Hustler to school one day and we were like, they're showing everything. It was so explicit.
Everything.
It was super explicit.
It's so hairy.
It's There's so much hair. There's so much hair. There's so much veins. That was another thing too. It's like, is that what happens when you grow up? They get all veiny like that? Did you never search the woods for porn? No. I lived in the city. There were no woods. I live in Los Angeles. Revista de Conchitas. Dice Shangri-La.
Right. The winner.
Going back to the charm giveaway. Let's see here.
The winner of the charm giveaway is JT.
JT, are you here? JT, are you here? Is he elite?
No.
Oh, okay. Then you have to be here. JT, are you here? JT, are you here? You're the winner. You're the charm giveaway winner. And then we're doing a gachapon. So if you already entered for the thing, we're still doing a gachapon giveaway as well. You don't have to re-enter. If you haven't entered, you still have a chance to enter with the same link for the gachapon giveaway. There's all kinds of new trinkets and stuff for the gachapon giveaway.
I hope Squeeze isn't around for this. Oh no.
Oh no.
What have we done?
What have we done? JT's here. Very cool. All right, JT. You can go to sarumaru.com and pick any charm. Just let us know so that we can send it. Because next week we're sending out a bunch of shit. So make sure you let us know. You can pick whichever charm you want from sarumaru.com. As long as it's a singular charm. You can pick whichever one.
Thank you,
awesome. Matthew Roach is on it. God, Matthew Roach, you are amazing. Thank you, Matthew, so much. Matthew is one of our most attentive moderators here. Thank you so much for always sharing. He's always on the ball. Before we even say anything, Matthew Roach has already shared it.
You can pick
he is amazing.
Charm, just a single one. We have like Ninja Turtles and stuff.
Yeah, some of those are sets. So just any of the singular charms you can pick, which are a lot of them. There's a lot. There's a lot to pick from. So yeah, go ahead and pick any charm you want. Let us know and we'll go ahead and send it. Rochi is a big shiny diamond. He really is. He really is. Not sure Saru can read my message. What did you say?
So says, what did you play today? We haven't played anything. We were just SaruShow today.
Today's SaruShow. SaruShow.
What started as the porn searches back in '98 has morphed into what we know today as a porn section of Saru's Discord.
That's true, and we do have a not safe for work section on the Discord. And sometimes it gets spicy, but usually it's mostly like dirty jokes that get shared there more than anything, right?
Yeah.
I think that's like the majority of what gets shared there is like dirty jokes that you can't share in the rest of the Discord because they're naughty jokes.
There's lots of deleted stuff.
Yeah, and lots of stuff that gets deleted sometimes. Sometimes people say or do stuff that's special. I said, hey, did you? Oh, did I miss when you came in? Well, welcome in, Shell. Thanks for stopping in. That NSFW section isn't fucking around. Don't open it at work, lol.
I actually opened it up at the grocery store. I was like, wait, not this. Oops.
I done that before, like in random places. We were at my parents' house, and I was on the Discord, and I opened up the nursery. Not that they're not fazed by that kind of stuff, but it's just weird, right? But yeah, like they're not fazed by any of that. You know them. Let's see here. Though that would be weird, like if like your parents, right? Because like your parents are kind of like really conservative, right? Because like Jesse's parents are kind of like, you know, because they're like old-fashioned, you know, conservative, church conservative types. But not my parents. My parents are, you know, they're all about all the dirty jokes. It's funny. Not safe for anywhere, says Sasquatch. Oh, that's funny. It's 90% veiny dongers. Not even. I would say that there is not enough dongers. I think that dongers to Vagu ratio is very unbalanced. But that makes sense, right? Because like the majority of people who are there, I would say 90% of them are fans of the Vagu. Double dongers. Oh, double dongers. But yeah, there is I would say that there's maybe like 10% dongers, 90% everything else. Saramaru, if Capcom is doing a new versus company that game that they haven't done it before, what company other than Marvel, SNK, and Tatsunoko? I want to see Konami versus Capcom or Shonen Jump versus Capcom. Damn, yeah, Konami versus Capcom would be amazing, right? That would be so cool. Because then you'd have like Goemon going up against Mega Man, Simon Belmont going up against Ryu, and it would just be so cool. That would be cool.
Capcom, yes.
That would be cool. But yeah, Shonen Jump versus Capcom would be cool too. Welcome in, Matthew Kelly. Welcome in. But yeah, Shonen Jump versus Capcom would be cool too.
Not safe for not safe for sweets.
Not safe for sweets. Oh, she has it blocked. She doesn't access the channel. It's like blocked, which is probably for the best. It's called Smash Bros. Oh, that's true. That's true. You can. Basically Richter and Simon and stuff versus Ryu. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's totally Smash Bros. All right. Let's see here.
All right, next one is Gachapon. Here's the.
All right, here we go, you guys. Next one is the Gachapon giveaway. Click on that link. If you've already entered the charm giveaway, you don't have to re-click on it. But if you haven't, you can click on it and enter. Oh, we got a donation, Mackenzie, he says, I am free from work. No Konami versus Capcom. Konami would ruin it with pachinko mechanics. Capincho. Pachinko mechanics. That's funny. They probably would. Everything they do now is pachinko and gaming. That's their main money, though, Mackenzie. That's their like primary money maker is gaming, pachinko and gaming. Here in Las Vegas, when you go to the casinos, a lot of machines are made by Konami, because they have a huge company here. There's if you go down Sunset here, right across the street from the airport, there's a huge Konami building.
Yeah.
And that Konami building is dedicated only to gaming. I remember when they first started building Konami back in like 2008. Back in the day, I was like, oh my god, Konami's coming. Like, I got all excited. I don't know why. It's not like they were gonna, and then it was gaming. Of course it was gonna be gaming, but you know, back then, actually it was early, I want to say 2000, maybe 2005. I don't remember. Pachinko is the most pointless thing. I know, it's so stupid. Pachinko is weird, right? Because it's like gambling for pretend. It's like pretend gambling. And like the way they do it is you gamble, you get a bunch of balls, right? You pay real money for these balls to play in these machines, and then you win prizes. And then there's like a little place next to the pachinko place that will pay money for your prizes. So you'll win stuff like figures and things, and then the place next door conveniently buys them from you for money. So it's a loophole. It's a loophole around gambling, because gambling is technically illegal in Japan, but the loophole is that you can still play pachinko for prizes. You take these prizes next door, you sell these prizes, they give you real life money for it. So dumb! So dumb. Just legalize gambling, Japan. So dumb. Just legalize gambling. Give people slot machines. So stupid. It was a matter of time until we pivoted to talking about the balls instead. No more dongers, only balls. Onlyballs.com. Matthew says Silent Hill Pachinko. Why, Konami? Why? Castlevania Pachinko. Why?
Silent Hill 2 is 21 years old.
Wow.
Says Matthew.
Oh, I feel old. Well, I feel old. But the Castlevania Pachinko that Konami put out, there's a trailer. I don't remember. You might still be able to look it up on YouTube. But the trailer advertises like all these things, right? Blah, 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 visuals. And then suddenly erotic violence. What is erotic violence? Konami, explain this to me. Explain the erotic violence and how that fits into a pachinko game about Castlevania. I don't know. But Pachinko Castlevania has erotic violence. You can get it. If you're looking for erotic violence, Castlevania Pachinko is your answer. Shell says Castlevania as the Xbox Prince of Persia. What? Let's see. Silent Hill Pachinko. I know. I don't understand it either. It's weird. Super weird. Super weird. But yeah, I totally feel old now. Thanks. Mackenzie says, I love erotic violence, but in darn pachinko machines? Erotic violence, you say. What even is erotic violence? What does that mean? Is that like really hard nipple play? Or when you wear like heels and you step on the balls? Is that erotic violence? Yeah, look at erotic violence. Look, the first video he pulled up, it says New Castlevania Pachinko featuring erotic violence. All right, you need to whoa. You should link that. Here, Justice is gonna link that in the chat. There it is. Let's watch it together. Let me see. We need to watch it. Oh my god, there's so many things open. Did we miss the erotic violence part? Okay, here we go. There are titters. Oh my gosh. We're watching the thing. Is that Richter? 777s. It is Richter. Erotic violence. Pachinko Akumajo Dracula. By Takasago. What the fuck? What even is erotic violence? Pachinko porn. It's like Pac-Man without clothes. It's not really porn. It's, I don't know what erotic violence even means. Com titters or apple titters? Corn titters? Is it just full of frontal male nudity? One could only hope, but I seriously doubt it. Nothing ever cool comes out with frontal male nudity. What is this? What are we listening to? Is this Mega Man?
Mega Man 7.
Oh, Mega Man 7. Ah, okay. Okay, it looped around, huh? Or we replayed it from the beginning. Mackenzie says, Sarmar, erotic violence is get a whip or belt, some rope or handcuffs. Do you know where I'm going with this? I do not. I don't. Not at all. What could you be referring to? What could you be referring to? But yeah, that was the trailer for it. Like, what the fuck is even erotic violence? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Hold on, my phone is going crazy. Give me 1 second, you guys. I haven't looked at my phone in 9 years. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything important. Phone. Oh my god, like an hour ago, Artemio says hello to everyone. That was at 9:45 though. What time is it right now? That was almost 2 hours ago. But yeah, Artemio says hi from my part. Whoops. Oops. Let's see here. NES Castlevania 1 and 2 and 3 now with erotic violence. Cough cough BDSM play. What does BDSM mean? Erotic violence is what Belmont uses his pee-pee as a whip. I mean, what?
Mario says, honestly, we never have enough frontal male nudity. Let the dongers dangle.
There never is. There never is any frontal nudity in anything. But, c'est la vie. C'est la vie.
How many more games do you have?
Oh, we don't have to do them all. We could just do the winner and end it.
We do the Zelda ones.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys know that Capcom, speaking of Capcom stuff, did you guys know that Capcom actually developed games? Was it these ones and the other one, right? Link's Awakening?
Yeah, Link's Awakening.
Did they do all of the Game Boy ones? Was it all of them?
Oh, yeah.
Minish Cap, Link's Awakening. Did they do these too? I don't remember.
Link's Awakening, Minish Cap, Legend... Yep.
Yeah,
and
they did. Ages.
Link to the Past for the.
They did. Okay. For a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Did you?
No, I didn't.
I did not know that. But yeah, Capcom developed all these for Nintendo. They did some stuff, or whatchamacallit, developed for bigger companies. The Capcom Zelda games were amazing, says Sake Monsters. They published those, right? Didn't develop, though? I don't know. Actually, I thought they developed the Link's Awakening, but
Probably Four Swords. On
Four
that
Swords.
One. That's probably it. That's probably even developed that one, the Four Swords one.
Maybe.
Because it looked like
Maybe.
Wikipedia.
To the internets.
Capcom.
Yeah, is this Capcom developed it? According to Wikipedia.
It's co-developer Nintendo and Capcom, published by Nintendo.
Nintendo published it, developed by Capcom. Interesting. Winky's Awakening. in the morning, Winky's Awakening. All right, and I think we have what do we have the? Oh, we have Gachapon. Let's do Gachapon. All right, we talked about this. I think that's enough. We don't have to talk about all these other games. We have too many games. Too many games. So this one is an interesting one. Strider 1 and 2. This one, Strider Hiryu 1 and 2. Do you guys remember what happened when this collection came to the West? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what happened to this collection when it came here? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what happened to that collection when it came?
They inverse disc.
They did. Very cool. I figured Randrick would know. But yeah, they goofed the discs. They got them backwards. They got it backwards. Yeah, they got the disc printing wrong.
How many of them did you do?
I think all of them. Did they re-release them ever? Did they redo it, or they were just like, fuck it?
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Gabga was like, fuck it.
Alright, so the winner is...
Alright.
Sweet Like Sugar.
Oh, Sweet Like Sugar.
Is Sweet Like Sugar still here?
Sweet Like Sugar. Are you here? You have to be here for this one because it's Gachapon.
Yeah.
Gachapon. Elites don't have to be here for the charm giveaways, but they do have to be here for Gachapons. Gachapons. You have to be here. Sweet Like Sugar. Sweet Like Sugar.
Not that I'm aware of fixing it. It says Master.
Yeah, I don't think they did. I think they just fucked it up and were like, fuck it. Fuck it. Here's another interesting one. Rockman Battle and Chase. This is the Rockman kart racer where you can like exchange parts around. I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's kind of... The idea was cool. I found the game to be kind of boring, but... And then there's Rockman Soccer. We don't talk about this Rockman because it sucks. We don't talk about Rock Band Soccer. Sweet Like Sugar. Oh no, Sweet Like Sugar.
Probably went to bed.
Sweet Like Sugar went to bed. It was because we started talking about Vagoos and Donners.
I know, right? Oh no.
Vagoos and Donners. Veiny Vagoos and Donners. Alright, we'll give her like 30 more seconds. And then we will move on to the next person. I am making a goddamn mess. What am I doing? What are you doing, Saru?
I'm not sure. Hope she comes.
What are you doing, Saru? You're fucking shut up. Yeah, Gachapon, you have to be here because you gotta pick a number and you gotta do the theme.
How about we put these games away?
Yeah, let me put these games back.
And if she doesn't come, then we'll pick a different one. Different person.
Let me make sure your Saturn ones. Sega Saturn!
These Zelda games are really cool.
I love those, the artwork on those. So nice. So nice. Super nice.
Fortress was good. Minish Cap was amazing. I got Minish Cap from Sake Monsters. Thank you, Sake.
Such a sweet socket. Sweet, sweet socket. Socket, socket. Mega Man. Mega Man.
Mackenzie says, "Hey, Sar, did you know Capcom was very close to owning Red Dead Redemption, but gave it up to the series Rockstar known as GTA?"
Really? I did not know that.
All right, let's.
All right, I guess we'll draw another winner.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna redraw the winner for the Gachapon. Gachapon. Is this PlayStation? PlayStation? Oh no, Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn. Put all my Capcom Sega Saturns together. Biohazard. Sega Saturns. A lot of Sega Saturn Capcom shits.
Reluctant Hero. Probably not here.
Reluctant Hero. Hero. You don't know. Reluctant Hero. Pick some other thing.
Yeah, so.
I know that's from Ghouls and Ghosts, but it's there's a Ghouls and Ghosts stage. Oh, nice. Somebody asked me something?
No, I expect it. What else President win? Rigged. This transfer. Alright, we'll pick the next one. Next person. The Socket Monsters. I saw Socket here, but he's still here.
Socket Monsters. Socket Monsters. Socket Monsters. Socket Monsters.
Yeah, he was just here.
He was just here.
Ranger says, bedtime for me. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Ranger.
Good night, Ranger. Thanks for stopping in.
If he's not here, he must be piddling.
Hello.
Just marked out. The Socket's here.
Socket.
Alright, you know the rules, Socket. Pick
Socket,
number
Socket,
1
Socket.
through 4.
Socket, pick a number. Socket, pick a number.
And thank you.
Socket, pick a number.
JT just
Socket, you pick a
he
number.
picked Adol.
Nice.
So thank you, JT, for picking Adol, and thank you, Transfer, for donating that.
Yeah, thank you, Transfer, for...
Soccer Mom says, "Oh, I win a prize for sweets." Oh, see that? Awesome. All right, perfect.
You guys are so nice to each other.
Pick
I
a
love
number
that.
for Sweet Like Sugar.
I love that about the SaruPro. Pick a number 1 through 4 million.
He picks 3.
1 million.
All right, here we go. 3.
All right, ball number 1. Ball number 1 is. It is a. What is this? Oops.
It's Mars.
Balls number 1. Ball number 1 is this Sailor Mars charm. Sailor Mars. Ball number 2 is some sort of Lego thing. I don't know what it is.
From Kuda Sushi.
Oh, from Kuda Sushi. It's you build your sushi. You build a sushi.
It's Lego Sushi.
Lego Sushi.
And here's the third one. Here's Sweet Like Sugar.
Well, they're both elite, so he can pick whichever.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Any ball.
It's heavy.
He can pick any ball. All right, ball number 3 is this Master Chief die-cast pin. And then ball number 4. Ball number 4 is this one.
You know, it's funny because I think Sweet Like Sugar would love this one.
Pika-Bucks coffee. That's so
Coffee.
cute. This came from Mexico. That's adorable. All right.
Matthew says, "But is the Lego Sushi raw?"
It's probably cooked. All right, and then 2 bonus balls, right?
Bonus balls, yeah.
2 bonus balls because Elite gets 2 bonus balls. All right, bonus ball number 1 is this Starmie necklace. Starmie necklace.
Here's this one.
And then bonus ball number 2. That's it. Right, 6.
Last one, yeah.
All right, here we go. And the last one is this Hayato from Star Gladiator.
Which never. Give her the one she wants. I guess we can just leave them here, and then tomorrow, when she wakes up, I can just tell her which one she wants.
Okay. Yeah, we can just let her. We can just let her pick. We can do that. She can just pick one. We'll leave these out then, and then Sweet Like Sugar can pick. Sweet Like Sugars can pick. But yeah, that's cool. That's very nice of you, Socket Monsters.
Thank you, Socket.
Such a sweet socket of monsters. The sweetest socket. Alright, we can move this now, yeah?
Yeah.
The sweetest of sockets. Very cool. Very cool. It warms my heart as well as my buttocks.
I really appreciate it, Socket. Mark does is adorable.
Adorable.
But I
Yeah.
think she's gonna pick the Pika.
The Pika Bucks?
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. It's adorable. It's adorable. Alright, and I think, man, this was a long SARUSHOW.
It was.
I think there was a lot of talking. I think Capcom was a good subject. We talked a lot. What should we do for next SARUSHOW? I'm thinking, next SARUSHOW, we won't do it next Saturday, but the Saturday after. Might be good to already have the subject ahead of time. Well, I guess I can think about it. We have 2 weeks before we do the next one. Though we might do like just a regular live.
We might go to Taco Nako and do a live.
Yeah, we
there.
might do a live at Taco Nako again.
Oh, who won the game?
Oh, the game question. Thank you, Matthew. See, Matthew is here to keep us straight.
God.
All right, here we go. Who is that?
That's Merox.
Oh, really?
Merox.
Max, you won, but he
gets
the thing. So we'll tell him what he can pick, because he can pick. Merox wins, so he can either pick any of the holographic stickers, any of the magnets. Yeah. We have like 3 magnets. We have a bunch of
the SaruPro. We have a lot of stickers like Ninja Turtles and stuff.
Yeah,
and you can do
that's what I'm saying. We have a lot of the die cut stickers. So yeah, we'll send him a pack
with his
print club, because
yeah.
he has print club.
Yep.
So he'll get a pack of stuff. Maybe we could just give him a few things,
yeah,
right? We'll give him a few things. We'll do that instead of just giving him one.
We'll give him a little bundle.
We'll give him a bundle. He wins a magnet, die cut sticker, and hologram sticker bundle.
Glenn really loves long answers, as Matthew Roach.
That's the first time Merox has ever won, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever won. Yeah, I don't think he's ever won, ever. So, that's good, I guess. Because he always answers, and he never wins, so that's good.
Talking about says, I love you guys. Thank you.
We love a socket! And all of you guys. We love you guys. You guys are awesome.
I have an idea for next week's question. What is your favorite Sega console and why? If you have a Sega make consoles again, would you?
Ooh, that's a good one. What do you guys think? Is that a good one? Did we talk anything recently? I think recently we did do the Sega Mini, what you guys wanted to see on the Sega Mini 2. So that's definitely an idea. We'll save that one. We'll save that one unless anyone else has any other ideas. Usually we come up with a weekly question. Sometimes we ask you guys and you guys come up with suggestions, and we'll go with a suggestion that you guys... It's been a while since we've asked anybody though.
Yeah.
Suggestions. We usually just come up with them. We'll usually base it on what's going on too, like if there's something going on. We ended up doing another Capcom one because I think we talked about it. Because we had just done the Capcom versus SNK, and a lot of people were talking about like, oh, what they wanted to see by Capcom, and we're like, that's gonna be a good question, right? Is what you would like to see. What is the rarest game you own? Should be one. Is that what Socket said?
Yeah.
That is a good one. What is the rarest game? What is the rarest game in your collection right now? Could be one. But then I don't want to show off mine. We're gonna be in Mexico. I can't show them off. I can't show them off. Because that's part of the show and tell part, right?
Yeah. What's up, mass produced?
It's hard to incorporate the show and tell part when we're traveling, obviously, because I don't have my collection with me. So.
Unless you want to do a Konami game IP that needs to be revived, says.
Ooh, that's a good one too. That's a good one. I like that one. Let's copy that one down. We can do all of these.
Yeah, we can do all these. Maybe we can do the rarest game one when we come back.
Yeah. And I think maybe next week could be either the Sega one or the Konami one. I like that one. I like that one as well.
Hey, Star, is it just me, but a little sad how not Capcom, but many Japanese publishers abandoned Nintendo after SNES Capcom, for example, really did a 180 really supporting Sega, says Mackenzie.
Yeah, for sure. Here, can you move that so I can see?
Sorry about that. What's up, Mass Producers?
Mass Produced, welcome. Has anyone mentioned Power Stone or Rival Schools? Funny enough, nobody mentioned Rival Schools, but Power Stone was mentioned a couple times. But yeah, none of the answers mentioned Rival Schools, and I'm super surprised. Wait, no, did someone? I think someone listed it, but nobody actually said, oh, I would love to see a Rival Schools. I think it was in someone's list. Favorite foreign game you own, like favorite import. What are your favorite import games? That's a good one too. Because we have a lot of people here who play imports, so that could be one.
We have mentioned Rival Schools. We would love to be arrived in chat. Says Master Roach.
Yeah, we do like favorite import. What is your favorite import game in your collection, or something like that, right? Something worded better than I just did. I think I totally. But all right, we got a lot of suggestions. Now I just have to think about which one of these I want to do. Once I do, I'll put it up in the community tab for anyone who's not part of the Saru crew. And then for those of you who are, you'll see it in the Discord. What is the strangest game experience you had? That's an interesting one as well.
Can't believe I forgot to mention Cannon Spike, says Mackenzie.
Oh my god, Cannon Spike! For reals! Like, that's an excellent one. I completely forgot about Cannon Spike, and that's one of my favorites. I still have my US copy of it. Or did I sell it? Did I whatnot that? Because I whatnot almost all my Dreamcast games already. All of my North American ones.
Glitches and game breaking where you laughed.
That one's good too.
Yeah.
That one's good too. So we're copying all these down, by the way. We are taking all of these down for when we do these at some point.
I'm hungry.
Okay, well we can go eat. Wow, this is a long Saru show this week. Usually we've only been doing like an hour and a half.
We could see Saru do a Castlevania charm or Pyramid Head charm.
Like a chibi pyramid head? That would be funny, actually. That would be hilarious. We did do Richter and Maria. We did Richter and Maria charm. Do you guys remember that? That must have been for like a Castlevania thing, right? What did Richter and Maria... I'm trying to think why I did the Richter and Maria charms. But, yeah, we did do Richter and Maria as chibis. I really like them. 3.5 hour stream. Yeah, that was a long one.
Sastro says maybe add it to the description later or add a pinned comment to this video for the next question.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. That's a good idea. We could, yeah, put it in the description maybe. And probably pin it. That would be cool.
Everyone here, you're amazing. I hope you had an amazing night, says Socket Monsters. Thank you, Socket.
Thank you, Socket. I appreciate it. Matthew Kelly says, Sorry, Mario, are you going to do an Alucard or a Simon Belmont charm next? That would be cool. Maybe if we do another Konami type show. Definitely when I do like the company related shows or like a game theme related show, I usually will do a charm of that game or a character from whatever company. So it depends. If we do the Konami one, maybe we can do one of those. Would you guys like what Konami related charm would you guys like to see? We got Matthew Kelly with the Alucard or Simon Belmont. What do you guys think would be a good one for a Konami one for when we do the Konami show? And then some of these, usually I won't do a charm if I do, like, say, like, we did, like, what is the rarest game you own? I probably won't do a charm for that one because that one's, like, a pretty general question. So the only time I do charms is when we have, like, a subject that relates to when we can do a charm, which is good because we don't necessarily want to do one every single week. It seems like we've been doing one because we've been doing, like, subjects that were game related or company related. So it's easy to, you know, pick a charm for something like that. So it'll be perfect, I think, when we go to Mexico. Even though we did the Mai Shiranui charm. Oh, the Mai charms came, huh? When we did it, remember we did the Mai charm last month in Mexico? Those came in already. We had the Mai charm. It came out really cute. Do you have one?
Yeah.
I can show it. Jess is gonna grab it really quick. Saru, I vote strange game experience. I have a ton of game experiences, especially ones my mom walked in on, or Japanese imports with uncensored visual novels. And here we go. Here's all the charms that came in. Oh, Mackenzie, look at this one. Mackenzie will be happy to see this one. Look at this one. Look how cute. So cute.
He's getting that one.
There we go. It focused. I'm really happy with this one. I really like how it came out. Super cute. Super cute. Let's see, what else did we do? We did Koryun for, I think, what was Koryun for? Cute-em-ups? Were we talking about cute-em-ups?
Cute-em-ups, yeah. Jason, off subject, Saru. I would like to see you one day do a collab with Jimmy Hoppa, talking about your favorite import games. Funny that we might go see...
Yeah, we might go see him in Japan. We've met Jimmy Hoppa a couple times. You guys should mention that on his channel, on a comment. And then I can bring it up to him. I don't just want to approach him with it.
He came here to Las Vegas. We had Mexican food.
Yeah, we went to the Mexican restaurant.
We all got...
we drank. We drank beer and stuff. He brought me a present that I really, really liked. It was so funny, too, because I started looking at it, and there was, like, children around. I was like, oh.
He's like, no, not here.
He's like, don't open it here. Oh, man.
Don't worry about
I
it.
dropped Fat Pikachu. Where is that sushi pie button?
You could throw Hudson Soft into a charm list, since Konami owns Hudson Soft. This is Matthew Roach.
I did, but we did this one. Do you remember? We did this Takahashi Meijin, and we talked about focus.
Put your hand like this. Like this.
There it is. No, my face ruined it.
Don't know how Mackenzie says, I love it. Can't wait to get my hands on Felicia. She's super adorable. That's a charm I will keep really close to me, says Mackenzie.
No, thank you, Mackenzie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, we did these are all the new charms, the last wave of charms that we got in. But Jimmy Hoppa gave me this. Jimmy Hoppa gave me this book here. And because I absolutely love Sushi Pie. Because it's drawn by my favorite artist of all time, Kenichi Sonoda.
Maybe don't open it.
Kenichi Sonoda. But yeah, he brought me this book. And it's basically just all the Sushi Pie art that was in Queen's Gate. A lot of beautiful art of Sushi Pie. So cool. Super
just
cool.
Makes the Blue Eyes White Dragon charm for Konami Week. That's my ass off. Socket.
Randomly makes a Blue Eyes White Dragon charm.
Million Secret Castle charm. I love Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's from Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's when she does her thing. That's when she falls down. She's like, oh, I'm so clumsy. I've fallen. But, yeah, Jimmy Hoppa brought me this book. I was like, wow, cool.
Let me see that.
That was a present from Jimmy Hoppa. That was a Jimmy Hoppa gift. Charms. Oh, here it is. Here's the... Oh, look. Let me show you the other ones first. We did a Kirby. I don't remember what Kirby was for, but we did a Kirby. We did a Kirby. He's not even like a good circle. I drew him kind of squarey. We got this guy right here. We did a cloud charm when we talked about square stuff. We did a chibi cloud. And then we did that Super Nintendo episode. We talked about all this Super Nintendo.
You need a Princess Daisy charm in a bikini. This is Mackenzie.
Focus.
Great artist, great artwork, says Matthew Roach and Soccer Monsters.
Why don't you focus on this one?
Get a little bit closer.
There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Now we can see it. Sort of. This one has a bajillion characters on it.
Charming.
Bajillion.
What's up, Sticks?
Sticks charming, he says. Welcome. Welcome. Alright, and then here's the one we did in Mexico last time. Remember I started drawing one live, but then the next day I looked at it, I was like, I hate this. And so I drew another one live on Discord. Who was there? Who was watching me draw this on Discord? I did like a Discord live when I drew this one, and I was much more happier with this one than the first design. I don't know what I think the first design I was distracted because like Beto and Jesse were talking and stuff, and I was not paying attention.
No.
And so I wasn't focused.
Sorry, Mario, that's not Kirby, that's Carby. We didn't want Nintendo Ninjas getting involved.
That's Carby with two B with an A and two B's.
Socket says, "Oh, would you make limited edition black and white charms of the ones you did before, Saru?" Says Socket.
Black and white charms?
Black and white, or black and yellow. I do want to see Mike Jones' charm. Mike Jones from Nintendo Star Tropics.
That would be cool.
Matthew says, "I was." He was watching.
I know Matthew was there. I think Reluctant Hero was there. I think Randrick was there. There were a few of you were in there in the Discord.
Marcus says, "I think I was there for that one." Oh yes, I was wondering if she had a dong down there. Oh, with the other one, remember?
Which one? Oh, the other Mai?
Yeah, the other Mai.
Did it look weird? Did it look like she had a dong? I didn't. I just wasn't happy with the design. I was like, this looks gross. I didn't like it.
These are all yours, by the way.
I did not like it. What are all mine?
Those.
Oh, these are mine.
Yeah, these
okay.
are yours.
Okay, I'll just leave them here. So when we show them off. Yeah, so that's the next wave. That's a lot of charms. And so this one, what else have we not made yet? Oh, Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Where's Valkyrie? We did Valkyrie too. I don't know where Valkyrie
right
is
here.
at. I forgot. We did Valkyrie as well. Sylphia is next wave, I believe.
Yeah, Sophia, Chun-Li, and...
Oh my god, focus. Focus. There it is.
Sophia and Chun-Li.
This is Valkyrie. I had to put her in a frame because she has too many parts that would break off if I didn't. Usually if I put a character in a frame, it's because I'm afraid that like a piece is going to break off. So putting them in a frame makes them more sturdy. I don't have to worry about like her wings breaking off or her band breaking or her hair, you know, or a sword. So I put them in a frame. I think it still looks good. But usually if I don't put them in a frame, it's because I'm not afraid of them breaking. So
Is
like
she frame Roomba proof? Is this marked out? Oh yeah.
I did this Sakura also in a frame for the same reason.
It's cute.
I didn't want her legs. I didn't want her legs breaking off. So I learned that from the Turbo Kun charm. Cassius had gotten one and the legs broke off. The legs broke on that one. Oh my god, I can't hold it. Anyway, whatever. A lot of you guys already have this Sakura
Smart
charm.
idea.
It just keeps them from...
Mackenzie says, sorry, no matter how you feel about your designs, just remember, I think you have a lot of talent. You don't have a single bad drawing. All of them are beautiful and better than everything I've ever drawn. Says Mackenzie.
No, Mackenzie, thank you so much. You're awesome. I appreciate that. But yeah, I looked at that first Mai and it did not look good. She was like, so I had to redraw it. But I'm way happier with the new design. The new design looks like her. I don't know what. I just really liked how this one came out. I think it's adorable. Adorable. And it has that, like, she has that feel, right? Even though it's a chibi, it still feels like, it feels like Mai. It feels like the personality. But I enjoy it. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and end this now. Because we are done with everything. We've given all the stuff away. Now, we will probably not be back on YouTube until... We might do it next Saturday, just like a live from Taco Naco once we're in Mexico. We might go to the taco place and we'll go live. Like we did the one time. But we won't do like an actual SARUSHOW on Saturday. But we will do the next one because we'll be rested. And wait, when is the show? When is Retro Game Fest?
On the 8th.
The next Saturday?
Yeah, I guess we could just do it there.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do a live from the convention. I guess we could just do a SARUSHOW from the convention. I don't know how that's gonna work. It might be super loud to read questions. So, how are we gonna do that?
I don't know. It's their first show, so.
So it's gonna be super busy. It's they're big YouTubers, so it's gonna be a busy show. I guarantee it. You'll be on Wednesday. Oh, that's right. Is it this Wednesday? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. This Wednesday. Shit. What time is it? What are we doing on Wednesday?
Just my show. Just
okay.
My streaming.
Yeah. So Wednesday at what time? At what time? Let the people know. So I'm gonna be on Level 857's broadcast on Wednesday. By the way, you guys. So definitely check that out. What time? Let the people know so they can write it down and follow. I hope the Saru crew plans on showing up. They do a live podcast. I've already been on it before. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, you guys. I'll remind everyone on the Discord before it happens so that the Saru crew can be there and we can have an audience. But yeah, it'll be... I think it's the third time, right? The third time I'm going to be on your guys' podcast. Yeah. Did you guys see... I revealed parts of my my new game project earlier today. I guess we can talk about that on the podcast.
Saka says, alright fam, don't be taunted by the street ladies, Jesse. Now grab ass with the fellas, Saru. Good night. Good night, Socket.
Good night, Socket. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, I will be on Level 857's podcast this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And should be fun. It's always fun. Those guys are fun. They are fun. Alright, fam. This is Saga Monsters. Very cool. Alright, you guys. We're going to go ahead and end this here. I really appreciate everyone stopping in. Mackenzie says, Saru Cruise stream almost over. Translation means 1 more hour. I know. We always do that, right? We're like, goodbye. For like, and then we're like, then we start talking about, yeah, unless Jesse like ends it. Because sometimes like somebody will bring up something and then I'll be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah.
I'm a gamer.
And then we start talking, I'm a gamer. Very cool. All right, you guys. I really appreciate everyone stopping in here tonight. We will be live next Saturday. It just won't be SARUSHOW. We'll do something. We'll go live from the taco place in Mexico. Because we get to Mexico at 7:30. We'll probably be at our room at like 10 o'clock. So if we do a live from Mexico, it'll be like a late night food live that we'll do in Mexico. Just like we did when we were there. We did a bunch of like late night late night food things, right? We went to like Taco Naco and we had like late night street tacos and stuff. So we'll do that next Saturday. So we will be live. It just won't be SARUSHOW. We're saving the SARUSHOW question for the next week, which will be Retro Game Fest. Retro Game Fest in Mexico. So we'll go live from Retro Game Fest in Mexico. I'm going to get to meet all kinds of people. I'm also going to be... Artemio says that he wants to do an interview with me. So I am super, super, super honored by that and super ecstatic. I'm incredibly ecstatic. If you guys don't know who Artemio Urbina is, he is the person behind the 240p suite that you can find on many different things. There is an official cartridge release of the 240p suite coming out with collaboration with Barcade VG, which is going to be super cool. I don't know when this interview is going to happen, but he wants to interview me. I'm super, super ecstatic that is happening. Big, big, big thank you to Peloy85 for making that happen. You are super awesome. I'm not sure if he's here anymore, but he got it all together, so I'm super, super, super excited to be interviewed by Artemio. He's somebody that I've looked up to for a long time. He also supported our game, and I've known him online at least since 2016, and I'm super excited. I'll let you guys know what's going on with that too in the Discord or here on YouTube for anyone who's not in our Discord. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate everyone stopping in here tonight. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everything. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.